Appreciate y'all coming to check us out at the stream. Let me do my little work. I gotta check and make sure the sound is working, everything is set up correctly. I appreciate y'all checking us out. We're about to talk about some craziness again. Today it's about the boy Diddy and his situation. Look like the sound is working pretty all right. So I can start that super chat goal and do all that. So when you come in here, definitely try to hit us up with a super chat. Rock with the people who hitting you up with this information and conversation. So let me try to get over to. We're gonna get to the actual P Diddy situation. Let me just put one up here. I got one, but it's a little far back. Anyway, but I appreciate y'all checking us out. And his situation is kind of crazy because they really just basically making him sit in there, and it's a lot of time going by, and he's not able to get out, and it's stupid because he's already been in there for a little while, and they already did the conviction on him. So it's like, why am I sitting here? I know that's what he's thinking, and everybody is too, because a lot of people locked up for crimes that's less. I mean, that's worse. I'm sorry. It's not. It's free. You know what I'm saying? They home. They dealing with whatever they got next. Here we go. I had to find some Diddy pictures because them suckers was down there. But anyway, it's kind of foul that he having to deal with all of that. But I want to talk to y'all about it. But let me finish doing my setup real quick. Every time you come on here, you got to set things up. And that's how that goes. So I got to do those setups. And I appreciate y'all checking us out. But let us know where you from, where you at, what you doing today. And these are things that we talk about and hang out about. I'm Hood to be on the exact side. So like and subscribe. Let us know where you from and everything like that. Hit the share button. Join the membership too. That's what I'm about to add to the plate so you guys can see that. We got the membership going over at HoodFilms, and it's dope too because we all got the dope perks that you guys get to have through our brand. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure I put that in the pin section, in the comment section, and pin that, right? It's just a little work we got to do just ahead of time. And the last thing I want to do is add this shirt that I got here. Let me see if I could just do that. Hit that, hit that. It's a couple of little steps that they got you, tap in before it actually works. Let me see if it's in here. I don't see it. What are you doing? It's not there yet. Okay, so I gotta make sure it goes over there then. Oh man. Is it here? Why would they? Okay, maybe you gotta send it over there or something like that. But anyway, yeah, it's not over there yet. I got this old t-shirt I'm trying to show y'all. All products. Look at all products. It's not there yet. All right, so give me a second, y'all. We're gonna get this together. All right, you know what? I'll let you watch Diddy's situation because this might take me a few seconds. Let's kick it over at the Diddy story and let them explain what is going on. So I want to move this here so it don't interrupt me. All right, let her give you the game. This is the Breakfast Club too. No, last time y'all been watching them. Hold up. We got this a little too low. All right, let's get back to it.
On Diddy's legal problem. So Diddy's legal team has just filed a motion for bail. They're offering $50 million. They're, basically arguing that it's unfair that he's behind bars given the nature of his conviction. His attorneys are asking the judge to approve the $50 million bond package, and they want him to live on house arrest in his Miami mansion while he waits, for his convictions. Now, the judge, has ordered Diddy to remain in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center until October 3rd, when his sentencing is set. So, and remember, the judge also, cited during the case that Diddy's admitted violence towards his former lovers, including Cassie. He said, quote, "It's impossible for the defendant to show he possesses no danger to any person." So he said that. So that's the reason he felt that he needed to stay behind bars. So I'm wondering, you know what I mean, if this, if this will still apply as they're arguing this.
Well, I don't really have an opinion, I'll be honest. He wasn't convicted of the crime, the major crimes that they levied against him. He was convicted of some. I don't know how this plays out. When is the sentencing?
October 3rd.
October 3rd. So, it sucks. But listen, man, I don't know a lot of people that got $50 million to put up, for bail. So most people in this predicament will probably have to sit there.
Yeah.
And his lawyers are just doing their job. I mean, look, it don't hurt to ask.
Shoot the shot.
Shoot the shot.
Right.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah, as a good attorney, like, look, let him go home.
Well, that's like the real quick breakdown on it. It's like, people, they looking at it like, why is he sitting in there? Pretty much a lot of people, they trying to be politically correct, but in a lot of cases, people are already home. They're not sitting down really doing a lot of time like this, you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately for Diddy, him being black, they're not going to let him out of there, and they're trying to leave a big message. And that's really what the whole Black Outrage show was about today, is why. Like, why can't he use his money to bond out? Like, what's the whole idea? And I'm really just trying to get an understanding as to what reason that they would do that. And then should he push further? Because, when you're going through this type of stuff, you can push further. You can be like, yo, I want a new trial. I ain't doing this, you know what I'm saying? Because in your mind, you thinking to yourself, what the hell am I still doing here? You know what I'm saying? But in control by them, and they don't like you, it's nothing you can do about it. And he got the mad lawyers, but you're talking about $50 million. Imagine being a lawyers and $50 million is on the plate. It's like, hey, they ain't gonna let you out. Can we just get paid? That's their money, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Because if the people take it, then I'm sure he got more than 50 mil. But it's just crazy how they won't let him out. They won't let him get back to his life, and it just show you that money ain't really money when you black. It's like money for other folks, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see other people with their richness, and money can walk them in rooms and close deals and get things accomplished. But when you black, it's like money not really like that. Money is more for you. Like, you could buy some nice shit, jackets, pants, eat some fancy restaurant. But if you need to save your life, that's not money for you. You don't even got that kind of money. Or they feel like ain't no money in the world could do that for you. Let me get back to the message. Hit the like button, share the message, join the membership, y'all. Let's get to it. Slade said, what's up, Ebro? All right, we're going to get to the message. Where is the message? Look like I'm glitching. I ain't playing it right. There you go.
Diddy's motion for bail, meaning Sean Combs is going to stay behind bars until his sentencing in 2 months from now. Let me bring in Yasmin Vasugian, who's covering this story for us. Yas, we're going to get to all of this, but let's start with this ruling that just came in.
Yeah.
Do we know anything else? What else can you tell us?
Yeah, so essentially what we're learning from this judge, I mean, it's some of the same reasoning that we heard with the initial ruling when the defense also asked for instance, him to be released on $50 billion bail, in which case they're saying essentially that he failed to provide burden of proof as to why he should be released on this $50 million bail. Also citing his previous criminal background along with being a potential danger to society. So I don't think it's necessarily a surprise how that this denial came in, that in fact Sean Diddy Combs at this point will have to wait inside that prison in Brooklyn until his sentencing on October 3rd. But nonetheless, I also think that amidst all of this, it is incredibly likely that his defense attorneys will pursue other avenues in which they'll seek to have bail granted on his behalf and leading up to October 3rd.
What about this other piece of information we learned about today? This letter from Diddy's ex-girlfriend, somebody who I guess had initially been part of the case against Sean Combs, who now is basically writing or was writing in his defense. What's going on here?
So she was seen as victim number 3, or cited as victim number 3 by the prosecution, and she was set to testify on behalf of the prosecution initially going into the trial, and then she kind of goes to the prosecution, literally, in that they said in court, stated in court, that she was supposed to testify. However, they had tried to remain in contact with her and had not necessarily heard back. I would also.
But don't you think that's kind of crazy? You dating this girl, you done gave her all this money, and she just keep coming to court on you. You know, she came to court, whatever. You got a conviction. Now she done wrote a letter to the judge. It's like, why be this vindictive? Why be this snowsy? You don't like me. You already showed that. I get it. You came to court, whatever. I treated you wrong, but I ain't with you no more. We are away from each other. You newly married. Like, I don't get it. Why she keep coming back trying to make sure he gets this, I don't know, padding, but pat on the back by the police and the people. It's like, why don't you just let the guy go and live? You already got your life together. He gave you the money. So it's like this real vindictiveness that you see that's kind of being played out towards Diddy. I ain't saying he's innocent, but I'm just saying this how it's playing out. It's like that he can't get back to his life or whatever he chooses. It's like, nah, we want to watch you. But obviously, if he would have got convicted, then he would just have to be sitting in there. But with non-conviction and then the lightweightness of the actual crimes, it's like, what is he doing sitting in there like this long? There's so many people that's out for crimes that's not so at that level. So you just don't understand what's happening. But I mean, we kind of do understand it. They just not finna just let you walk out of jail like that. They don't do that. I mean, for some people they do, some people they don't. So for Diddy is one of those people, they not letting it happen. He just got to post up in a prison and just be there. Unfortunately, like what's going on? But what can you say? You know, hit the like button, share the message. I appreciate y'all checking us out over here at Black Outrage. I want y'all to show some love. Check us out over in the comment section. We waiting for super chats from y'all. We trying to hook up, get y'all to join up on our actual membership, which is decent as well. So it's just like he just keep getting denied the bail, and that's just really just trying to get an understanding as to why. You know, they said Trump was going to bond him out, or he was going to give him a what they call a pardon or some shit like that, or whatever his sentence, and we'll see if that happens too. But you know what I'm saying. But we just don't know. You know what I'm saying. E Runs said Diddy did it, and then he said Diddy is cool. Well, you know,
some breaking news.
A lot of people believe that Diddy is cool, and a lot of people believe that he should be sitting in jail at this point. You know, obviously he did the crime, and he need to be doing the time for the crime, but it don't seem like they want him to do a whole lot of time. It's like, I mean, as far as getting him locked up indefinitely and all that, that's not happening. You know, it seems like it's just some quick little jail thing he dealing with, but it don't seem like he gonna be sitting in jail for no long time. So I just don't understand why they got him sitting down, posted, and no way to get back. It's like, you know, you would think that if you're rich, you could make some kind of move, and then things will start happening. Like, you know, all of us want to be rich one day, but you're not at least imagining that it's not gonna get you free. You know what I'm saying? You can't see that. You know, give me 1 minute, guys. We're gonna take a little break. We right back. What the fuck? It's not doing it. Bull crap. I thought I was gonna be having a damn picture. Shit, nah, it don't work after all this motherfucking time. That a bitch. What the fuck I was doing? All that time I was working on this bull crap. We got Diddy driving the sales. Let's get back to the video. Yeah, it's not gonna work today. I get it. All right, guys, we back at it. We came right back. So I'm going to jump back into this portion right now. Let the news people explain to us what's going on with Diddy. Hit the like button, share the message, guys. Show some love. We appreciate you. All right, let's get to it.
Denying bail for Sean Diddy Combs while he awaits sentencing. That decision coming after one of his ex-girlfriends wrote a letter to the judge asking that he be released on bail.
Yeah, known as victim number 3, she was supposed to testify against Combs in his sex trafficking trial, but mysteriously dropped out just days before the trial. She wrote that Combs is not a threat to the community and has, quote, not been violent in many years. Defense lawyers included her letter in their latest court filing in an effort to get Combs released ahead of his sentencing in October. He was convicted of charges of transportation to engage in prostitution. That sentencing date has been set for October.
Well, at least he got somebody on his behalf. He said the girl was going to testify against him. See, this is where it seems so crazy. It's like all these people are just ex-girlfriends, like relationships that went bad. And so now all these people got your life in their hands, and the government letting that happen. You know, like I already been in court. I already dealt with the jurisprudence of America. Like, what are you trying to keep me dealing with this for? You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get up out of here. See, they're not treating him like a billionaire. They're not treating him like he's successful. They treating him like he a regular dude. And I had made that a thought to myself. I said, so P. Diddy could have just basically sold drugs in his hood and just not necessarily went for the music world and not did none of that, because he ultimately ended up in jail. Just like if you would have stayed in your hood and never left to go, you know, pursue your dream or pursue your success, you just was in the crap in your block, like, well, you know, I'm getting money. I don't got to do nothing. I'm getting money over here. And then you end up getting locked up at some point in your life. Then it'd be like the same thing. Like he got middle age. He didn't do drugs. Sell drugs and all that stuff, tear down his neighborhood. But technically, white folks decided you did some kind of crime. So now you go to jail. And then what the hell would you go spend all that years building up all that money and wealth just to go sit in jail in your latter years? It seems like a trajectory, all going to meet the same point no matter how you live it, no matter what you do. It's always going to come to the same point. You're going to prison one day. So you figure out how you do it. It's going to be fast, it's going to be slow, it's going to be quick, it's going to be whatever you happen. You're going to end up in jail. You want to go now, you want to go later. Like it's no escaping it. You know, that's kind of like the whole idea of the blackness. It's like at some point you're going to go to this place. So you figure out when. Is it early? Like young people, they run around the street life and then they go to jail early, and then they in their middle age and they don't have to go back to jail. They did that in their 20s. And then you got the guys like the Diddy, he was able to successfully not be caught up in the neighborhood, not get caught up in the streets, not get caught up in that world, and then, whew, I'm fine. But then technically you're not fine, because you can still find yourself in jail in your latter years, and money don't matter. The fact that you made all this money, you was a success story, you worked your ass off and did all this shit to become somebody, don't matter. The money is irrelevant. Who cares? You actually don't even need money, because that's just a waste of time. You're gonna be in this prison. So it's like America is making sure that sometimes the black man, no matter what, go right to prison. Just like the little kid, when you graduate from a little kid school, you see the children, they be so nice and friendly and eating lunch with their mama and going on graduations. And then by the time they 6th, 7th grade, they rascals, they ready to kill, ill, and get crazy. And it's like, what the hell just happened? You know, they going, the same kid, same exact child. A few years later, in the streets going crazy. What happened? Was it the parents? Was it the school? Was it the environment? That's all the stuff that need to be talked about, because I don't think people like Diddy should be in jail that fast. It's like, especially this long. It's like, okay, the crime happened. These were personal friends of his, people he knew in his own personal life. Not like he was out dealing with these people or messing with that girl or messing with that guy, you know, people external. These are people in his own personal journey. Like, I know you, I know her. This my friend, this my girl. But they don't treat the black man like that. They be like, no, you did a crime. I know it was a crime done, and you going to jail for it. So it's just really something to think about. It really is. It's kind of disheartening, as they say. It's disheartening, but what can you say? You know what I mean? They look at it like you shouldn't be free. You know what I mean? They really do look at it like that. Like, you shouldn't be free. Like, you should be going your ass to jail. And that's where he is. That's where he going. That's where he is. And so getting out ain't even a question. They said Trump said something about Diddy. Let's see what Trump said. I don't know if he actually did, though. But he could have. So let's see what Trump said. And hit the like button. Show some message. Show some love. We appreciate y'all coming to check us out. This Black Outrage 35. We're talking about Diddy, his situation with the girls, why it hasn't cleared up all this time. He's kind of like dealing with the same thing. And that's really a testament of something to learn. Like, it don't go away. You know, you would assume, okay, I'm rich, I made this money. Man, I passed my past. Like, it really don't go away. Like, it lasts. And like, you know, you don't even see Bill Cosby, none of them walking around. They ain't popped out, did no series, they ain't did no shows. They like trying to be hiding under the covers in a mansion somewhere. Like, I will not put myself in this situation no more. So let's see what the boy Trump got to say. But I see my messages is going good. I appreciate y'all hitting the like button and sharing the message. Let's get some super chats going for your boy. Let's keep the message going. You know, we out here every day putting out the dope content for y'all. Show some love. And let's do the Trump thing over here. Let's get Trump going. My fucking audio was off. Sometimes I click the audio off too, because it's close to the flip button. So that could happen. Let's go.
It makes it more difficult to do.
Donald Trump is sharing his honest thoughts about pardoning Sean Diddy Combs. 2 months after saying he would, quote, look into the facts, when asked about pardoning his former friend Combs, who has since been found guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution, but acquitted on sex trafficking and racketeering charges, President Trump now clarifies his comments during an interview with Newsmax on August 1st.
Sean Diddy Combs
Right.
Would you consider pardoning him?
Well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of half innocent.
Yes.
I don't know what they do. He's still in jail or something. But, he was celebrating a victory, but he seems, I guess it wasn't as good as a victory. Probably, you know, I was very friendly with him. I got along with him great. And seemed like a nice guy. I didn't know him well. But when I ran for office, he was very hostile.
He said some not so nice things about you, sir.
And it's hard, you know, like you, we're human beings.
Right.
And we don't like to have things cloud our judgment, right? But when you knew someone and you were fine, and then you run for office, and he made some terrible statements. So, I don't know, it's more difficult. It makes it more, I'm being honest, it makes it more difficult to do.
But
hey, there you go. You see Trump basically saying Diddy switched up on him. I mean, to put it the right way, Diddy switched up on him. At one point, we was billionaire buddies. We was cool, and then I ran for office, and he switched up on me. See, again, and this is somebody you will you know, they say you see the same people as you going up as you see them going down. And this is the moment where Diddy could have never probably imagined Trump becoming a president for whatever his reasons for not imagining that. Then Trump be the damn president, and you got to call on this guy for this favor, but y'all never been vibing. Y'all ain't been tight, and it's like you kind of need this guy, but y'all zoning ain't right. So you still got to ask him. But now he in a position to tell you what the fuck he want to say, and the first thing he mentioned is, yo, I ain't seen you. You ain't came through. You ain't hung out with me. Like, where you at? Like, I thought you would have been slid through here. We was tight. So that's really telling right there, because it's like Diddy is a shady guy. Like, as far as being tight with somebody. Now, maybe, this guy, white man, maybe he got it all mixed up thinking that they was friends, and Diddy was like, no, I wasn't your friend, nigga. I was just sliding through, and you keep calling my name, trying to come get me to talk to you. What make you think we was friends? It's like all kind of things that could come from that perspective of it as well. But you need somebody, and you never know who you're going to need in your future, and you never know how you're going to be able to get them to help you. Like, what's going to help you, get them to help you, you know what I'm saying? So that's like something else. Now, Diddy sitting in a crazy scenario, like you got the government after you, and a guy who you was cool with at one point run the government. So it's like, what, huh? Like, y'all was cool, and he's saying you was cool with him. So maybe you had him messed up. Maybe he thought you was cool, but you was trying to play him, which is a mistake. It's like maybe you should have been kind of 100 with him, because now you just look at this moment. You need this guy for real, and they ain't even, the people who got your control, they not even looking at you like somebody who got any kind of, like a human, like, okay, we had him in here all this time. He actually did kind of figure out that situation. We got to configure. Now, they looking at you like, nah, as long as it's a criminal moment, he's sitting in, ain't no getting out. And they saying you're a threat to the community, that you are, and he had some girls say that he ain't a threat, but I don't know, man. Let's finish Trump conversation on this little message. Let's go.
More likely a no for Combs. That sounds like okay.
Questions about
Damn.
potential pardon for Combs came just
So that guy just hit him straight with the conversation. He hit him right on the head with it.
The duo, who entered
It won't pause my damn video for some reason. I go through that.
2032 and 2028,
It won't pause my shit.
before they were released on May 28th.
Sometimes the computer does this freeze shit where it won't pause the video. I don't know what the fuck going on.
For sentencing on October 3rd, following
Weirdest
the
shit.
conviction on the two.
I gotta fucking hit the X button because it won't hit pause. For some reason it's snagging to that extent. But it's just crazy that P. Diddy went what he went through, and now he's sitting back and ain't nobody got his back. But it just show you that people ain't really your people like that. You know, you think that people got your back, and they don't be having it like that. But then you might think you're 100 with somebody. Like, I'm always got this person back. I always was there for them, or if they needed me. But when the table turn, it don't be like that. People look at you the way they look at you. Hit the like button, share the message, y'all. I'm gonna hit y'all. I'm gonna say y'all comments. You know what I mean? But you gotta show some love. Show some love. Don't make the job hard for me. You know what I mean? Show some love. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna have to open up a new one though, actually, because for some reason that one froze on me. Diddy got everything freezing, but that was a Trump conversation, so they probably got mad hearing you talking about why Trump and Diddy, but. We're doing a reaction basically to it to see is it a way for Diddy to get home, and we all pretty much know it's not. You know what I'm saying? But this is the entertainment folks, the people who talk about this all the time. He's in their world. You know, I'm not going to do this because they playing his music, and I don't even want to do that because they be tweaking up here. But let me see. Will it play no Diddy. Okay, yeah, there you go. I don't want to play no songs because they be going crazy on here. Copyright gang.
I don't know what the future holds,
We are not nearly done fighting. We're not going to stop until he walks out of prison a free man to his family.
The fight isn't over for Sean Diddy Combs. A month after being convicted by a jury, his defense team is asking to vacate the verdict or put him back on trial. Ain't no stopping us now. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. The mogul last faced a court during his 32-day federal trial in New York, which wrapped in late June. Prosecutors accusing him of illegally orchestrating drug-fueled group sex marathons he called freak-offs.
I'm the world's most interested man, and I throw the best parties.
Sometimes it was a scary situation because you have, 12 people who hold the fate of your life.
Diddy maintained his innocence and in the end was found not guilty of the more serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering, dodging the possibility of a life sentence. He was, however, convicted on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. The max, 20 years.
Diddy is going to get some time. I'm expecting something on the lower end of maybe 3 to 4 years.
But in a new 62-page motion filed Wednesday, Diddy's legal team is throwing a Hail Mary. They're arguing the convictions should not stand. One, because they go against precedent. They say, quote, Combs is the only person ever convicted under the statute where he neither had sex with the alleged prostitutes, nor profited, nor acted with the intent to commit any sexual assault or trafficking. And 2, because the mounds of scandalous evidence presented in court to prove the now rejected charges poisoned the jury.
The video shows Combs assaulting his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura.
They specifically cite this 2016 hotel surveillance video, which shows Diddy beating then girlfriend Cassie Ventura. As the prosecution's star witness, she spent nearly a week on the stand.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Well, as we all see now that it's been a rough journey for him, and they go back through every step that he went through. So it's just real stupid, man. And hit the like button, share the message, guys. I appreciate you coming over here, watching Black Outrage. It's just what we gonna do about the Diddy situation. All that money, he can't walk out of jail. Come on, he's the only person from his defense position saying that he in America that's still in jail for actually that crime and never even participated with the actual humans that he was convicted for. Like it's really next level, and it just kind of be the whole thing of anything else happening to black people in America. It's just really crazy when you hear about it. When everybody else you hear about it, their situations will be a movie. It'll be like a movie coming soon. It'll be like, oh man, that was crazy how you overcame that. And it might make it like, instead of it being a governmental institutional situation, it might just be this one evil lady at the damn place who wouldn't put the forms in. That's how they'll configure it. But when it comes to this black dude, we already know it ain't no one lady. It's a whole system of people saying, no, you ain't going home for whatever reason they got. Like, I don't know, he didn't pay some fee or what it is, but obviously if you didn't do the crime that they claiming, then you should be able to go home at some point. You know what I mean? Especially if what they claiming was such an egregious crime. That would have been 30, 40 years of his life. So now you didn't even do it. They can't claim you did it. They can't prove you did it. Well, what the hell are you doing in jail? I don't want to be in here. I got mansions. I got beautiful yachts and backyards and come on. Like, but I think that's really what it is. When you get to that level and something personal like that can make you fall from grace, it's almost like you fall into a spider web. And the spider web, that's what my father used to say when we was kids, like, don't get caught up in the jails, because it's like a spider web. They catch you right here, then they catch you over there, then they catch you right here, then guide you right there. And so putting 5 cases on you and you beat 3, you still got 2 more to snag you. So it's no escape, you know. It's just real crazy. Let's get back to it. It's almost over too. This video, let's go to it.
Diddy's defense team is now asking a judge to acquit, and if not, grant him a new trial with limited evidence. Meanwhile, he's still in lockup, awaiting his sentencing on October 3rd. A source told ET in July he's in good spirits and focusing on his faith.
I don't have any complaints, and I'm just truly blessed to be able to, to be able to wake up this morning. And that's the way I honestly feel. But, I put it in God's hands.
He gonna need God at this point, because they treating him like whatever he did to those people, even though they was his personal friends, and he did come to the court where that they can get him convicted for it. He showed up, he did what he was supposed to do, he sat in the room, let them say what they was gonna say, and you know, the judge and the jury decided what crime he was gonna be convicted of, and he sat through that. Now he's sitting through there waiting for his sentence, and a lot of times in these kind of scenarios, the sentence come from how long you say. For instance, when they do sentence him, they'll say, okay, well, you did this much time in here already, so then that means you probably won't have to do that much more time while you in here. And that's sometimes what you be looking forward to, because you know, if you go home and you sitting in the house, then they're figuring like, well, you never did no jail time, you never really how they, I think they say something like you never really like was brought to justice almost for your actions. I think that's how they look at it. You was never really brought to justice. So now he like, what the F y'all talking about? I'm just trying to go to the crib. Like, hey, y'all are doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening? And they looking at him like, no, we not. We just doing what we supposed to do. You cannot go home. And that's really what Diddy's situation is. And sitting in there is not comfortable. And I appreciate y'all coming this far into the message. I'm going to read these messages y'all got up here. But hit the super chat. Show some love. Show me some love. You know what I mean? We working over here. This is the job. We bring y'all the messages and talk this good stuff. So give me 1 minute. We're going to do a quick break, and I'll be right back. Don't matter that, even though there's no money waste. Damn, I can't get this shit over here for shit. It's a waste, man. Damn. I can't get them motherfucking products over here, dude. This shit don't work. It don't work. All right, y'all. We back on it. Appreciate y'all staying with me. Yo, okay, so hit the like button, show some love. I know y'all reading the comment section. We got the YouTube membership. It's available right now. Everybody hit us up. YouTube membership is available right now. Dope stuff. If you're a member, you get all that personal stuff behind the scenes where you get episodes up front early, and you get to rock out with us a lot. We're doing movies, we're doing film, we're doing music. That's what we do over here with films. We also talk the politics and the stuff that's going on in the world, because that's what's interesting, you know what I mean? It's a lot of fun stuff, and you get ideas for what you want to create by the things that's happening in the world, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like what pushes ideas. So I appreciate you hitting the love and hitting the like button. Continue to do that. Run it up over here. I think that everybody needs to hear our messages, you know what I'm saying? I'm consistent. Look, we got 35 episodes deep in this conversation. That's a lot, you know what I mean, as we continually discussing this. That's a whole like little almost 3 seasons of video that I've been dropping on y'all, all this stuff. And you can actually go and look at the playlist, and you can see every video, and it's a lot. We got subjects on everything. I mean, come on, whatever popping up, we talking about it. And we also got more products over here too. And it's just a lot of stuff going on. So we are going to get back to the message, but I'm just waiting for, there we go. There we go. So let's get back to the message. Continue to hit the like button. Continue to support us. I'm going to read these messages in a minute. You guys got to hit me with the super chat. Show some love. You know what I'm saying? And we're working the brand. Let's get to this message. Look like it's just not starting. I'm going to slap my YouTube for acting all slow, because it don't never really be slow. But right now it is. Oh God, why is this acting like this? Come on. The fuck?
Combs was found not guilty of the more serious sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy charges, but was convicted of transporting sex workers across state lines. Now his attorneys say his actions don't fit the crime. Let's bring in Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky and ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer for more. Aaron, what's the latest here?
So, Diane, his attorneys say that the way this was charged doesn't exactly match what Sean Combs did. And they say he's the only person who's ever been convicted of this charge, transportation for the purposes of prostitution, who hasn't benefited from the prostitution other than through voyeurism. They say voyeurism, watching other people have sex, isn't what this law was meant to address. Combs, they say, didn't profit from the prostitution. In other words, he was no pimp here, and he wasn't a John either. He didn't have sex with the male escorts. Instead, he brought girlfriends and male escorts across state lines to watch them have sex, and his attorneys say that just doesn't fit what the law is about.
Brian, what would it take for a judge to agree to either a new trial or an acquittal here?
The jury really agreed to what the arguments, as Aaron Katursky laid out, were to be true. That the use of the Mann Act, or specifically transportation engaged in prostitution, has never been in the ways applied here. This would be new precedent in many ways for both ways. If the judge was to agree that the Mann Act can extend to an individual who does not commercially profit from a sexual act or who does not participate in it, but it also would be precedent setting to dismiss or acquit Sean Combs of these two charges. The other aspect of it as well would be to look at this case and say that the information that came in from the racketeering conspiracy allegations or the sex trafficking, we're talking about the force, the fraud, the coercion, that infamous Intercontinental Hotel video would have been prejudicial towards Sean Combs if just looking through the lens of his transportation to engage in prostitution. That argument would allow for another trial. But I don't think it's going to happen at this level in front of Judge Supermanian. I think this is a stronger argument on an appeal if they bring it to a higher court.
So, Brian, is the idea that if you had just charged him with this and the trial was just about this, he would not have been convicted?
Yeah, that's the second part of the argument, that argument for a new trial. They're saying that if you had information like the Intercontinental video, the allegations of assault or coercion that would not have come in because they would not have been relevant as to, as the defense is arguing, the consensual recording of sex and transportation of individuals across state lines, that information would not come in. And because that information did come in, it prejudiced Sean Combs, and for that reason, at least for one of the many arguments, Sean Combs should be afforded a new trial.
And the defense is also trying to get him out of jail on bond or bail.
Man, did you hear how cold his lawyers is to make a point like that? They basically saying by bringing this up, that's the only reason why he's convicted. But he's not. It's like they dope as hell by using that conversation. Like, he wouldn't be convicted if you didn't bring this up. But since y'all brought it up and he beat that, that's the only why he convicted. So since he's convicted, we could just do a whole new trial. If y'all gonna sit him in here for 3 months and he can't come out until October, it's already, you know what, let's just do a new trial. You can't bring in the stuff he already got convicted for because that's double jeopardy. And you can bring in this because it was, but the people were saying that they'll be trying to bring in more. So basically, they were saying this. He was convicted after hearing a whole bunch of conversation about domestic violence when he really was not even on trial for domestic violence. So then they heard all of that and was able to decide that he was a criminal in their opinion. But technically, he'd been locked up for something that he wasn't actually going to trial for. You know, he was going to trial for the RICO. He beat that. And his prostitution stuff, but he probably would have beat the prostitution stuff had y'all not convicted him under listening to all that conversation about prostitution. So his lawyers is cold for even being able to put that kind of conversation together. But you know, the judge, he gonna go in there. He don't like Diddy, as you can already tell, because Diddy being a billionaire, what the hell would he be sitting in jail? There's violence in that. You could get stabbed, shirt, head cut. You know, what the hell would you be sitting in the damn prison for? After come on, it's mobsters that go in there and be like, all right, see you in a few weeks, we come back to court. He in there sitting still, like in a room with everybody else, like it's no escape. He's not different. He ain't get no specialty. He probably got to pay security to keep the crazies from running up on him. You know, hit the like button, share the message, guys. Don't leave me stranded over here. Hit the super chat, show your boy some love. We're going into the message. I'm going to read those messages. Hit me with the super chat. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Charge. What's the latest on that?
Along the same lines, they don't believe that a conviction on this one count warrants his incarceration. The judge said that there is a presumption of being held without bond or bail when you're convicted of this crime, and that's what prosecutors pushed. The judge agreed. The judge also noted that Combs was violent, that the violence was depicted on the video. It was testified to by witnesses. The defense, what Brian says that none of that really should have applied to this one charge, so therefore let him out. until he's sentenced on October 3rd.
Brian, the fact that the judge cited violence and that hotel video as part of the reason for keeping Combs in jail, could that help the defense with this larger argument that this other conviction should be dropped?
In some sense, yes, but what we're doing is kind of mixing apples and oranges as to what a judge can consider for bail purposes when you're asking the question of whether or not a person is a flight risk or whether or not they're a danger to community. Judge Supermanian, looking at that standard, used the violence that he saw, that we all saw in this trial to keep him in. But the different analysis for whether or not a charge should be dismissed applies in a different setting. That would be the apples and oranges again, where the violence should not have come in if Sean Combs was only tried for this one charge. And so they can kind of pick and choose their arguments differently as it applies to different standards. And yes, it overall could benefit them.
Aaron, what are you watching for looking ahead to sentencing in October?
Well, he faces, in theory, there's 10 years in prison. It doesn't seem like that's what the judge is thinking, because even though he found Sean Combs to be a danger and kept him in jail pending sentencing, he also challenged federal prosecutors to show him cases where anyone convicted solely of the charge of transportation to engage in prostitution was given anything along the lines of a 10-year prison sentence. And the defense certainly doesn't think those cases exist. Prosecutors haven't submitted anything just yet. They're going to push undoubtedly for a stiff sentence. The judge has taken note of Combs's violence. The defense says he is already talking about a batterers program, so he can probably do that without having to be in jail for any more than time served.
All right, Aaron Katersky, Brian Buckmeyer, thank you both.
Well, you see what they saying. It looks like no matter what Diddy do, they're not going to let him out. It's a whole bunch of people that get to decide. That's really one of those things. It's other folks that can get to decide your life when you out in the world. Hit the like button, show some love. This your boy Hood, Black Outrage 35. P. Diddy, why won't they let him out of jail? Why won't they let him out? Why can't $1 billion buy you out of jail? That's a real big question that I think a lot of people should ask, because that's a let me see if I got any it doesn't look like I got none right away, but let me no, I don't. It don't look like I got none of that right here. So let me see. No, you know what? Let's just rock this one. Let's rock this one right here, because you know who this dude is, and he got a lot to say all the time. Matter of fact, you could tell me in the comment section when they play this, when they get done with this commercial, who this guy is I'm playing right next. Look like they're gonna go straight to it for the first time. But hit the like button, share the message, man. We're going into the little conversation about Diddy and why it seems like he can't get out of jail under these pretenses of having a lot of money. You would think that would be easier for somebody to do, but they gotta I don't know what you want to call it on it, bro. So he's done a lot for hip hop, so that's why it's at least a question. You know what I'm saying? What has he done to deserve this? He's sitting still this extent of time. It's crazy. All right, so let me take a break real quick, get my computer to rather. Give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, that ain't working, so hit that again. It's under review, so that's what the fucking problem was with that. My shit ain't gonna work. My shit ain't working. Everything's cutting off on me. Wait, what the fuck is this? Wait. There we go. All right, guys, we back at it again. We appreciate y'all coming over to the channel and rocking with us. We've been rocking about the P. Diddy guy, seeing what's going on in his life and what's going on in his world. But, he's been sitting down. They won't let him out, and it's just kind of crazy. But, you know, what can you say? You know, we see that the people that was in his personal life was the ones that helped him get convicted. They worked him out and made sure he got locked up. But, you know, what can you say about that? I just definitely got one of my T-shirts over here in a pin section over here. I tagged one of my T-shirts. I wanted y'all to see it. You got this T-shirt right here. This is in the comment section right now. You can actually grab this T-shirt. It's a fly one too. We got all sizes, all colors. You see the logo right there. Oh, you know what? Can you see it? I might have to cut this off in order for you to see this. So just give me a second. Get back to the main picture. Bam. All right, there you go. So now you can see the T-shirt that we got. This is the HoodFilms T-shirt. We got all sizes. You know, large, medium, small. We got colors too, white, red. You know, it's nothing on the back. So I got y'all a nice little official HoodFilms T-shirt, you know what I'm saying? And it's fly. We got the best T-shirt companies too, you know what I'm saying? Gildan, Bella Canvas, all of it. It's a nice price too, and it's the official one. I want you guys to go check us out in the comment section. Go get one of these. They fly little shirts. It's gonna fit you good. It's the nice color for the weather. You know, it's about to turn, I guess, black or dark. What's this? Winter. So we got black for the winter. You know, we want y'all to go check this out. It's one of my favorite shirts. I rock this all the time. You know what I'm saying? I basically had it on this morning. I had to take it off so I could show you guys actually like this. You know what I'm saying? But it fits you. It's gonna fit everybody. You see the logo, real dope. HoodFilms. We've been in the game for a long time, and I'm also gonna have hats and all that other items. You know, but we want you to go check our shirts out right now. This is one of the flyest shirts in the game. HoodFilms. We work a lot to build it, bring this stuff together for you guys, and I know that you're gonna show the love.
This is really interesting.
It took a long time for this to play, but it's just gonna actually play. It ain't. You see how long we would have been waiting for to get that to play? That thing just actually finally kicked in. But this is one of the HoodFilms shirt. I'm your boy. I'm the CEO of the brand. Yusef Hood. This me. My name is Hood. People call me Hood. But anyway, you can rock out with my clothing. We got more on the way. This the back of it. It's nothing on the back. I actually got some with something on the back as well. I did that as well because you'll have some if you want that too. But for the most part, this is the beginning. This is the first one. It's a nice little shirt that we got at the HoodFilms brand. It's dope. You can see the size of it. It's lengthy. It'll make sure it drop all the way down on you. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. As you see the shirt, you can see it. Nice shirt, HoodFilms. This the brand. This our brand. This my brand. I've been working at HoodFilms for a long time. You can see our new movie too. It's on Tubi. It's called Killer Rapper. That's the new movie. But this the shirts. Get you one right now. It's in the comment section. You see what we doing. We're making it happen. You can shop with us right now straight from YouTube, which is a dope thing. You can get it directly from us straight from YouTube. That way, you know, I had something to do with the actual design. I had something to do with the actual product. We got more stuff coming too. The Black Outrage project shirt should be coming soon. But this is the official HoodFilms shirt. You can see it up close right there. The logo. It's really dope, especially what they use to actually put the logo on there. This is high end. I'm telling you, this is high-end level writing on here. You can wash it so many times. It's nothing gonna go wrong on it. You see the trademark, it's locked in there. Everything is gonna last. It's gonna last you a long time. This is one of those durable shirts. You know, when you get them, you wash them so many times, they actually feel good. It's like, man, you know, you put it back on and you rock out with it. It's not shrinking. It's not dropping down on you or nothing like that. This is really fine product, I promise you. And that's what I do. Like when you go into the research of this, you want to make sure that you got the right shirts, the right type of shirts, the right company to make the shirts. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of companies out there, but you do your research and you make sure you got the exact one that's going to give you what you need. So hit the like button, share the message. You see the actual official HoodFilms shirts. They are ready. They're for you. We got the dope price because the price is going to end up going up. But right now, I want to make sure you guys get your hands on these. We got all sizes. Every size you got, we got a size for you. So let me go all the way up to 5X. We got all the way up to 5X official. Hit the like button, guys. Show love. The HoodFilms brand. We rocking with the Diddy show, but I want to make sure Diddy actually is one of the first people who inspired me to have my own clothing line. Because in my early years, he came out with Sean John, and that was high end in the hood. That was hood high end clothing. So you had to get your money up, and then you go over on 47th Street, and then you hit the little Arab spot, and then you get your gear. And it was Sean John. You couldn't afford Macy's, you know what I'm saying? And so we in the hood, you get them like 160. You know what I'm saying? Then another 150 for the shoes. I think I was wearing Banana Havana or something like that at that point. But but Diddy was one of those dudes that showed us that you could have your clothing line out here and people will support you. So we got the price right. We got the price at a point that we will know that it'll allow you to be able to afford it. You can get many of these joints, you know what I'm saying? Because when the price go up, because I'm gonna tell you, this is official branding. This is official from the hood. This is not nobody above it, nobody run it but me. I'm the guy who behind it. I'm the guy who created it. I'm the guy who set everything up. It's me. I make the movies, I write it, I directed it. So I wanted to make sure you got the first design. There's gonna be more designs coming soon, but I wanted to make sure you guys knew about it. The guys and people who watching in this show right now, you're the first ones to get to see the official HoodFilm, the HoodFilm shirt. You see it. It look good. It look good. And they're gonna hit it to you in a couple of weeks. You hit us up. We got the great people at Printful that's gonna actually do the creating of the product for you and ship it to you. So I basically just design it. That's my job. I design this. I make it the way I want it to look, and I make sure it's legible and readable. And then I put my product out there, and then they put it together at Printful. They legible too. These people have been around for a long time, and you can Google them. They on their game. So and they really get it to you on time, because I had to test it out a few times before I actually set it up. So it's been a few years I've been rocking with them. But this is our shirt. I'm so happy. Hey, Sean, give me a clap in the comment section for getting this done. You know how much work this is? You know how much time this takes? You know how many hours I was woke? You know how many times I'm crashing, going to sleep, trying to make sure I got my gear ready for you, whoever you are sitting out in the world. I made this for you. This is for you. You'll be rocking out with the HoodFilms shirt. You're going to be looking fly. It's going to be you. They're going to say, who is HoodFilms? You watch HoodFilms? What's that time? They're going to be asking you questions because the brand is known all over the world. So I appreciate y'all checking us out. We're going to get right back on this in a minute. I'm going to show y'all some more information about this. So I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get back to the subject. But again, we got the HoodFilms t-shirts. They're available right now. Hit it right over there in the pinned comments, in the pinned section. Let's go. Hit shopping. That's what we're doing. We shopping right now in the video, and I appreciate y'all. So let's get right back to it. But I'm going to take a quick break and hit y'all up in 1 minute. Let's go. All right, everybody, we are back. Thank y'all for rocking out with us again. You see, we just hit y'all with the t-shirts. They looking good. They're official. So I'm going to get back to this part of the message real quick. And let me know in the comment section what y'all think about all this. I appreciate it. Hit me with a super chat if you want to show some love. We really would appreciate that. Show some love. Make your... All right, let's go and hit this with this man over here.
Bad news for Diddy. That not just about bail, but I think
who is this guy?
Is maybe foretelling what could happen during sentencing. So the judge has denied Diddy bail, and the judge is saying that even though this is just a pure Mann Act violation, and that's what the defense was saying is, look, this is taking a prostitute across state lines. You know, Mark Garagos has said often that it's sort of like go to the Burbank airport any Friday afternoon and see how many guys take prostitutes to Las Vegas. That's Mann Act violation. So why would you hold somebody without bail for that? So the judge is saying, look, that may be a point, but this is different because in this case, there was evidence of fraud, duress, and coercion. Fraud, force, and coercion. And the reason that's so significant is the jury didn't buy the argument beyond a reasonable doubt. But that doesn't mean they didn't believe it. It could be that the jury felt there probably was some kind of fraud, there probably was some kind of force, probably some kind of coercion, but not enough to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. And whatever the jury is thinking, and maybe they were mixed, because we spoke with an alternate juror who felt that he was innocent, essentially. But a lot of jurors may have felt differently, that there was evidence, just not enough. Well, that's the way the judge seems to feel. That the judge said there was evidence of fraud, duress, coercion, force, and that's not going to be good for his sentencing, because the judge has some discretion in sentencing. I still think this sentence is not going to be what the prosecutors want, which is upwards of 4 years. That I think it's going to be closer to 2, but
everybody got their crazy little predictions, but nobody really knows what's going to happen except that judge. So I put a poll up there. What you think is going to happen? Do you think this guy's going to get out of jail or not? I believe. I'm not going to tell you what I believe. I'll let you guys judge, and I'll see. But let him get back to it while we get some votes over there. So let me see what y'all think about this.
maybe I'm misreading this because the
Come on, stop
judge
freezing.
does, holding him without bail for a Mann Act violation.
All right, we got to freeze for a minute. Look like we'll just try to do a quick little ad or something right there because it look like it's going to tweak out for a minute. So let's get a little quick break. We'll be right back.
It's a pretty extreme thing.
All right, guys, we're right back at it. Let me get right back to the show. And hit that goal. We got a new goal over for the super chats. And we got the votes going. We rocking over here, man. All right, we back on it. Let me know what y'all think about this. Hit the like button, share the message. I appreciate everybody rocking with us. Let's get it. The shirts look like they are 30, my brother. You can see over there in the comment section, the pinned comment section, my brother. Go check us out. I appreciate you asking the question, too. So let me know. Matter of fact, let me let you see the shirt again real quick so you can have a little glimpse of what we're doing. We got the HoodFilms shirts. They're only 30, and that's a nice price for them right now. We are appreciative of all the support that you give because that's what keep these shows going. We got more shows, more movies, more everything we're doing, but we need the support of the people. And so hit the like button to show love. And it's really extremely high quality. That's why I chose this specific company. And I know you guys only want high quality. I already know that already, that you guys want high quality. So I would not put you up on nothing else that wouldn't be the dopest of the dopest. And I appreciate that. GS Fishing. So let's get back to the message real quick. Let's go. Well, look like we freezing again. He was working. He was working for a minute. I know they got the internet going real crazy. But I see we got a few no's. It's 57% no's. The no's is winning. The no's are winning on the comments. Don't look like Diddy is getting no bail. Everybody's saying nah to that. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like we're 57. That's high. That's half. That's more than half. So it looked like that's what's going to win that particular message. And I believe that he should get a belt, but I don't think he's going to get one. I look at it like I said earlier, that they're going to just make it seem like he has time served by sitting in there now, and then in the wintertime when it get cold, there's no more of this summer fun shit no more. We all got to deal with it. It's all going to smack all of us in the face. And then that's when it's going to be, he's going to get out of jail. He'll be able to be here for Halloween, perhaps Christmas and all that. But the summer is over with, you know, and then that's not bad. If you've been a billionaire and you've been rich all your life, then it's, what can you do? RH, what you talking about, man? He gonna say reparations guy. Hey, you must have saw my movie, Kill a Rapper. Right? Hey, thanks for saying that, bro. You say delusional, but go see my movie. Go see my movie. It's called Kill a Rapper. It's on Tubi. I made that movie. It's me. I wrote it, directed it, created it, everything. I want you to go see it. Nope. Hey, RH coming in with crap every time, y'all. What's good, though? Let's get back to the message. Come on, don't be, this thing will not unfreeze. It'll be unfroze and then freeze again. Let me see what it play. Yep, all right, so that one dead, man. That was called, the movie's called Kill a Rapper. It's a movie, just those 3 words, Kill a Rapper. Matter of fact, let me write it in there. Actually, I could probably go find it on here, on Tubi, and put it in there technically. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I could.
Another thing, by the way, that's really interesting is the
about time, man. Damn.
That Diddy was not safe in the facility he's in right now, which is another reason they wanted house arrest. So the judge mentioned in his ruling that there was a threat against Diddy. Charles, it was by an
All right, well, that's tweaking. I'm going to try to play my little trailer for my movie, Kill a Rapper, over here on Tubi. That way you'll be able to see something.
Mate.
Because that was acting freaking weird, man. I don't even know what the fuck going on.
Data.
The internet, it'll always be like that to me. When the internet is snagged real heavy, it's like they trying to push a commercial in there, and it's just not going to let nobody go. They want to push a commercial in there bad as hell. This is oh shit, you could watch it on Tubi. This is interesting. I didn't know that. You could actually watch it on Tubi. They got it like that for real? That's crazy. So I'm gonna put this link in the comment section, and you could actually watch the movie on Tubi, and it's free. I just put it up off this link, so that means you can actually watch it. I ain't saying leave it live, but I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's pop it in the comment section where you can see where it is right here. He says absolute trash. Everybody got their opinion, man. Everybody got their opinion. Yeah, so that's it right there. This the movie, Kill a Rapper. This is my movie. You want to see it right there. That's the whole link, and it'll take you right to it. But just for our sake, I'll play a couple of seconds of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they got going on, but it looked like it's the length of the project. The funny thing too is that's my son rapping in the beginning.
Yeah, both of them. Fuck you talking about? Hurry up,
All right, I ain't gonna get into this because this wasn't what the hell I was gonna do today. But you can see the movie; it's right there. I put the link in there, and it's gonna be dope for y'all to check out. I know it is. Come on, I believe, man. I'm one of the dopest filmmakers breathing on this planet. I ain't got no T-shirts on sale with the word HoodFilms on it unless it's me. Ain't nobody else got the gall or the balls to put HoodFilms on the brand but me. So that's why you got it. That's why it exists, because it takes CEOs and entrepreneurs that's not afraid. So I want you to go cop that shirt. It's right there in a pin in the comments. Hit me up. Show love. The price is super low right now. That's another thing about it. The price is dumb low. I got the price on low, and I want y'all to go get that thing and show that love, because this support allows us to continue to keep the brand going. The price is really low, and they got every size. The sizes vary from whatever size you are. From I think we got extra small all the way up to 5X, and we got different colors. We got like blue, green, red, just different colors for whatever flavor you might be rocking that day. You want to pop out with the HoodFilms, show love. These brands need to exist. The reason why you see the glitchiness is because I put the green screen back on, but when I take the green screen off, you don't see the glitch. but you can see the shirt right there for yourself. This is ultimately how it looks. I didn't rock it. Right now, I'm not rocking this one because I threw another one on. I had it on this morning, but I wanted to hold it in my hands so you guys could see it because I didn't want to just be popping like that all day. So I could show you right like that. But if I take my green screen off, then it's a little bit better for you to see it. But if it's on, since we talk about Diddy, then you can't see it as good. But that's our original shirt, the official shirt. The one coming down the pipeline is really good quality. These shirts are so durable, and when you actually wash it a gang of times, I'm talking about 40, 50, 60 times, no problem. It's still rugged. It still hold up. You're going to be rocking this thing. It's stretched. And they put some of the best. I'm talking about, look, if you can feel this, man, this is what I like about it. You can rub your hand across it. Sometimes you know, it's not crazy rigid, but it's nice. It's nice little rigidness on there that you know that they put a lot of flavor and a lot of quality into creating this particular brand. And then what they use to actually put the ink on there, it's not going to run. It's not going to seep. It's not going to look crazy, nothing like that. It's really sharp and it's really high end. And I'm like, ooh wee, my first shirt is a high end shirt. But they sweet on the deal though, so the price is not really dumb. So I could be a little bit more good on the price, but we're gonna have to push that price because in order to do these projects and everything like that, we need the moolah. So I appreciate y'all showing love on this. But this is the HoodFilms brand. This is my brand. I worked so hard. Oh my God, 27 years deep, and I have pushed this brand independently. And it's just been a journey. It's not easy. It's not the funnest thing all the time. And you got so many ideas and things you want to do, and we want to make it all happen. So hit the like button, show love. Hit the like button, show love. Hit the like button, show love. Share the message. Share the message. HoodFilms, we here. You know what I'm saying? We building the channel. You know what I'm saying? And we are grateful for all the support. That's what you really don't know. Sometimes the support that you are giving is supported and grateful. Let me say that again. The support that you are giving, you specifically. No, I'm not them. I'm talking about you. You, exactly you, right there. You touch yourself like this. Just touch yourself like that. That's the person I'm talking to. That actual human you are, that can do this right at this very second. Thank you. And I'm grateful to you, and I appreciate you because you don't know how hard it is to build something from zero, from scratch, and then try to make it continuously year after year, all the things that change from technology to flavor to what's hot to what's not, and you just continually keep trekking away. If you wasn't here right now watching this video, then none of this would matter. So the fact that you are here, I'm grateful, and I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to make sure the price is right. I'm going to make sure the entertainment is hot. That's why I gave you my movie right there in the comment section. You can see it for free. It's not, we ain't charging you nothing. I'm not gonna be like, you put $7.99. Nah, it's just for you. You got time. If you don't got time, maybe you got time next week, maybe you got time next month. Hit that link, click it. You will see my original films that I made from my original brain and made something come through. And this is my movie, and this is my shirt that go along with the movie. So you'll be able to have it all, you know what I'm saying, representing our brand. And I'm just grateful for all the support. So I hope they finally playing the damn video, because they was tweaking over here trying to squeeze a damn commercial in, and it's just like it just locks up the whole YouTube for some. You know it's happening. You just got to sit there until they get done playing algorithm games, and then finally the commercial could come through so we could watch the video. But it's like, just do it. Like, what the hell? So what's going on? But the internet seems so rigid today. I don't know, because maybe I'm going live or something like that. But it normally works fine, like completely fine. I never have no problem with the internet. So it's crazy. But, you know, today, you know what? Let me just close this one, because maybe that's what the hell the problem is. It's just particularly that actual one is just not working today, because I probably had it open too long. But I do know that my movie is playing. So while I get the regular internet working, we're just going to go over here to Tubi, because it looked like that is playing. And I'm going to let y'all look at my Tubi movie. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's pop it over like that, and then give you a glimpse. Nice, you know what? I can't close it all the way like that. I can't actually do that. I can't close it all the way like that, because my internet is tweaking, so I still need the internet. So let's just let y'all play out for a second for y'all while we get the internet back working.
Hey, man, I think I left my phone upstairs, man. Hey, go upstairs and go get your phone, son. Come on, come with me. I ain't gonna leave you down here by yourself, man. All right, go on here, man. I'll be right back. Hold on, 1 minute. Shit. we should warm up together. You agree?
I think we should too.
Yeah.
Babe, what's that?
Who's who? Hey, bro, I'm not doing no autographs today, bro.
Babe, he's still there.
Bro, I'm not doing no fucking autographs today, bro.
All right, that's like the opening scene for my movie Killer Rapper, and it goes further down a nice little rabbit hole. I think y'all gonna definitely enjoy the movie. And when people do see it, they come back and they got mad dope shit to say about it, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Fisher, you going crazy, man. Thank you for that joke, Fishing Days. Thank you for that joke, my brother. That was funny as a fuck. You know why that was funny? The Fishing Days don't even know why that joke was funny. But let me tell you why that joke is funny. This is the last week I get to pay child support for my kid. I'm done already. It finished like, I think that was Sunday, like last week. So that was when you said that. I didn't even know it. My wife told me. She was like, yo, you know you done paying for yourself. I'm like, what? And look how funny it is. The son that I'm done paying child support for, that's his song in the beginning of my movie. I put his song when he's a little kid. So I played his rap. You know, he was trying to get into rap music, and so I was doing the movie. I said, I'll play your music in my song, in my movie. And he said, all right, best. I'm going to play for y'all real quick. This is him, my little kid that I just got done paying child support for. Get that shirt to comment, baby. That's my little son. No more child support, baby. Aunties and sisters, I don't even try because I'm hot now. Easy. You think they can handle the flow, man? Now, ain't that funny that you get to yeah. Oh, so he sounds like 21. No, he just left being 21, which is so funny. So that is funny, yeah. But yeah, my little son, that's so funny that you said that. That actually was like, you be thinking jokes don't be hitting. Them jokes, that as an actual, not really a joke. That's real life. Like I just got finished. That's so damn funny. But so thanks for the joke. And holla at us on the t-shirt, y'all. But yeah, so that was my movie right there that my son, he was trying to do rapping at that time. He was a little younger and he wanted to do rap. He was like, I don't want to go to college. I want to rap. And I was like, well, you got to follow your dream, you know, and do this, that, and the third. And then he did it. And then his rap name is Your Stepdad. Like, I thought that was one of the weirdest. I said, what? I said, why would you, people got names like Little This and Big Guy, that, what you say again? He said, You're a Stepdad. I'm like, I had to slow it down. Your Stepdad. What? Why? You don't even have no kids. Why would you be calling yourself somebody's stepdad? I don't understand what you mean. And he gave me some story about, well, I used to talk to older ladies when I was young. I'm like, you 17. What the fuck you mean when you young? Like, if any older lady was talking to you, I need to get in her face, nigga. What are you? But I just said, you know what? Y'all rap world is today. You know, when I was a youngster, they had rappers like Public Enemy and NWA and Tupac, and just, you know, we was into them people. We loved them. You know what I'm saying? So if my parents was like, you shouldn't listen to them, I'd be like, yeah, right. I love them. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, you know, as a kid. So I understood it. And then as he blew up in the rap world of his era and his age bracket, he started doing really good and the whole world in that world. But that's my son whose song was in the beginning of my rap, you know what I'm saying? So he said his name is Under the Bed. Y'all just wilding out, man. Y'all wilding out, man. Yeah, it's cotton right here, bro. It's cotton right here. Don't do that. Don't even go back. Don't go back that far. It's cotton right in this shirt. You dig? You can get one of our HoodFilms shirt right here. It's in the comments, and I appreciate y'all rocking with us, talking smack in the comments, going crazy. It's fun. You know what I mean? we was doing a Diddy conversation, and it, I had to show you my shirts though, because I mean, we work hard on putting these product out here, man. That's really what a lot of this stuff come down to, is you put in, as life progresses, you put a lot of time and effort into creating things so that people like you guys can watch it and feel it and rock with it. Dynamite said, I'm trying to bring back music. I'm trying to bring that music back. My name is Dynamite. I'm from East Texas. Tap in, check in, brother. From Tyler Terry to you guys. He said from Tyler, Texas. Okay, I don't know. My little brother staying Dallas part. So I don't know how far that is from Tyler. But I'm gonna be coming up there soon, bro. On my mama, I swear to God. Hit us up with a super chat, guys. Show some love. I'm gonna read all those comments. This the shirt right now is in the comment section. I appreciate y'all. Let me let y'all see it full throttle. Oh, they ain't number 2 hours away? Okay. Yeah, because I want to go on a trail ride, bro. I heard y'all do trail rides up in Texas. I gotta see what that's all about. They don't do stuff like that in where I'm from, and I want to see what that is. But this is my shirt, the official Hood Film shirt that released right now. We got a deal on them. You can get it for the low. We got every size, a few colors that you can rock with it. We don't have it on the back. I wanted to be just one-dimensional, straight and forward. You right there in the front, hit the like button, show the love, share the message. This is the official Hood Film shirt. Today is our release day. And, we talking about Diddy in this conversation. I'm actually going to change Diddy from being behind the scenes on this, because I don't know if that's exactly the right video photo that should be in the background of a scenario that you're talking about your company or something like that, because of his scenario, and I don't know him like that, so I ain't got nothing to do with his world. But let me just find that real quick. It's this direction there. But yeah, so I wanted y'all to see that we just released the shirts. We got everything rocking for y'all, and we want you to show love. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I don't see it. I just put that one there for a minute. But as you can see, the logos, we got a few little Hood Film logos. Oh, I had a crash. Bump that chair, everything crashed. All right, we back at it. So, as you can see, my t-shirt. Damn. Anytime you bump this table, everything fucking crash. Stop crashing, damn it. Now let's unplug that. Let's do that. That plug is reneging me over there. Yeah, so anyway. You say trail rides and molding track. We country for real, hit us up. Now, yes, you said smoothie poppy, whatever that means, bro. But look, yeah, I'm going to get down there because bro was telling me they do that, man. And this is the shirt, though. We got the country. I'm saying the country. We got the Hood Film shirt. And what the fuck is that? I don't know what the fuck that picture is that ended up being back there. What the hell? So, but that's our shit. This is one of the logos too, Hood Films. It's one of our logos. But this is, and that thing right there, that's a camera. So as I looked at it at first, I was like, bro, this is a gun. It's like, no, man, that's a camera. I'm like, people gonna think that's a gun. But anyway, this the shirt, Hood Films. We officially got our shirts out. We released this week, and I wanted y'all to see it. I wanted y'all to be the first to know about it. You know what I'm saying? We represent that brand. This are our shirts right now. I'm really happy about it, man, because it take a long time to design and create it, then get it to you, all the setups and all the behind the scenes. Oh my God. It feel like a 9 to 5. I ain't gonna lie. Every day you gotta work on it to get it correct. So it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to one of those messages about old Diddy boy. He got his hands in a bad situation, and it don't look like they're gonna let him out of jail. It look like I'm gonna chill on that other one I was playing because they going too crazy on the video. I'm not finna deal with that. We don't need to be trying to watch a video and it just won't work. So let me let this guy talk real quick and see what he got going on. Jesse Weber, you guys probably seen him somewhere online before. Let's get it. Hit the like button, share the message, get the super chats going for your boy. I appreciate y'all. Let's go.
In the Sean Diddy Combs case, Diddy's doomed to sit in his Brooklyn jail cell until he's sentenced on his Mann Act convictions. And Combs may possibly spend a fair amount of time locked up afterward. Today, the judge shot down Diddy's latest attempt at bail, citing, and I quote, violence, coercion, or subjugation in connection with the acts of prostitution at issue. Now, sentencing is set for October 3rd, and the feds are pushing for 4 more years in prison. But the question remains, is Diddy's fate really up to the judge? To any judge in any court? Possibly not. President Donald Trump has said he is open to the idea of pardoning Diddy, but reportedly wanted to see what happened with bail. Now we know. So while we wait for the next development, we got a lot to talk about. I want to bring in somebody who's made these kinds of decisions herself. Tarlika Nunez Navarro is a former judge, prosecutor, and defense attorney, is now the dean of the St. Thomas University College of Law. Thank you so much for coming on, Judge Navarro. Okay, you surprised by the decision to deny bail? Now, of course, right, this is a judge who's denied bail in the past, but things have changed. He was acquitted of the most serious charges. They briefed their arguments, still denied it. What do you think?
Jesse, I'm not surprised at all. I would be very surprised to the contrary if you did actually grant bail. This is a case built on violence, coercion, and threats, and I think the judge made that clear. And there's just no exceptional circumstances here why a bond should be granted.
Let me counter that, because I read their brief, and they basically said, okay, well, wait a second. He was only convicted of Mann Act violations. They looked at the case law. They cited other cases where nobody who was convicted of Mann Act violations that didn't involve somewhat a prostitution business, right? There was no financial gain. There was no sex trafficking. They, A, wouldn't have faced a prosecution like this. B, they wouldn't be sitting in jail waiting for sentencing. And they also said, look, we're putting together a very exhaustive bail package like we have in the past. Circumstances have changed. He's not facing the most serious charges. You should entertain this once again. He got his life back by being acquitted of racketeering and sex trafficking. He's not going to do anything to jeopardize that. Whatever conditions the court will put on, we will do. And by the way, talking violence, one is an incident that was almost 10 years ago. The other one was, they basically said the violence that occurred with Jane, one of the accusers in this case, was basically, she might have instigated it. A lot of arguments they threw out. None of that you think that the judge should have considered a little more closely. Not that he didn't consider it, but didn't side with them.
Listen, I think the judge took into account what he heard at trial, and he can do so. Diddy has a propensity of violence, and that doesn't change. With $50 million or with, $1 million. This statute is very clear. They must remain behind bars, absent exigent circumstances, and there are none.
See, and that's the part I don't like. That's the part. I'm not saying that I don't like that lady. I'm just saying that it comes down to now you got all of these reasons why a person should sit in jail with 50 million K. It's like $50 million. Like, what are you talking about? This money should go and fix courtrooms and I don't know, whatever y'all do with the money, build buildings or whatever. I mean, 50 mil is a lot. Yeah, that's not no little cake. That's super duper money. You could fix countless things with that kind of cake. And then this guy got to give it up because he really wants to be free. He don't care. He got the money. It's like everything is lining up except the people who doing what they got to do. So it's just so crazy how he facing this and he can't get no understanding. Hit the like button, share the message, get us with a super chat. You see the t-shirt, we out with it today. We got all colors, you know what I'm saying, all sizes. I appreciate you. Yo, we had a poll up in there and it's down there. Run that poll up for us, you know what I'm saying. We had a few votes. And right now it's looking at us at right at 52% on the yes side that he should get a bail, that he shouldn't be sitting in jail. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's going to come about this. I don't know if no, people saying should Diddy stand there? They saying yeah. I was thinking they was going to say he shouldn't stand, but they saying he should stay in jail. So, but that's close. That's close because 48% say he shouldn't. So that's the American thought. It's like, some people believe that he shouldn't and some people believe that he should. And it's like literally right on the cusp. It's not like heavy in one direction and heavy in the other direction. You know what I'm saying? So we do appreciate y'all coming on in here and checking out the channel Black Outrage 35. We talking about Diddy. What he gonna do with that 50 milli? What would you do with the 50 milli? You gonna buy a boat with it, buy a house? Because he got to give it up. I don't know if he gonna give it to one lawyer or just let all of them split it. Because think about it, if you're a lawyer and it's 6 of y'all, it's 6 lawyers. You went to school. Both of y'all, all y'all got mad cases. Y'all got mad cases. So you've been with rich people. You've been with poor people. Now somebody offering 50 million. Y'all probably then congregated together and been like, look, we need that cake to come to us. So let's go talk to this judge. He got 50 million. He's done throw away. He just won't out. You're like, how do we get this money in our bank accounts? We smart. Let's figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Come on. What's your idea? We meet up tomorrow. We'll think about it again. Not that they trying to scam him or nothing like that and take the money and then he don't get no benefit, but they trying to make sure that, hey, whatever happened, we know it's 50 million on the table. So like we could split that together, or you could hit me with 50, hit them with 50, hit them with 50, like, you know, because he got the money to spend, and his life is really in jeopardy. Because sitting in jail for a sex crime, an ass crime, oh my God. You can't imagine how bad that's going to be. He know what it's going to be. He from Brooklyn. He know what it's going to be sitting in there, or Harlem, wherever it was section he's completely claims. When he gets there in a place like that, it's going to be completely scary, because they're going to put you in a prison side now, and it's like, okay, you here and you got to be separated from the prisons because of your crime. The people over there going to know what you're here for all the time. You're known as a celebrity, so it's going to be like, how you going to get through this? Let me know in the comment section. Do some voting. Let's get back to the shot. Let's go.
His team also filed a motion for judgment of acquittal, basically getting the charges thrown out. They echo a lot of the arguments I just laid out. He sprinkled in a few other ones, like a First Amendment argument, basically saying, you know, he wasn't engaging in prostitution, but amateur voyeurism, amateur pornography. He was videotaping these events, these freak-offs, these hotel nights. It was for personal use, that the intent was not to hire these men for sex work, but more their time. You think the judge is going to entertain that at all?
I don't. I think this is just standard procedure for a defense attorney, but I do not think a retrial will be granted.
What about the MDC? So I forgot to mention this too. They said the MDC is plagued with violence and issues. He's had a threat upon himself. The judge seemed to say, yeah, but security kind of protected him. Do you think that argument was, you know, discounted, the dangers of the MDC where he's currently been since September?
You can look at it two different ways. You can look at it like the judge did, yeah, but he was protected, which he was, or he is actually in danger. But the jail has done a tremendous job to date on protecting him, and I don't see any reason for him to get out now.
I don't like that. Nah, I don't like this bitch, because I don't like what she's talking about. Now, if it was a threat on anybody white life, anybody, a woman, anybody with the small hats, you'd be instantly saying, it's too threatening. Oh my God, why would somebody let a person sit in there and life being threatened like that? No, this guy's human. He been not in jail his whole life. He been making money, living his life. He ain't been locked up. He ain't been no criminal person. He been just making money, and he made a mistake with some chicks that he knew it wasn't even nothing that came out about him affecting some other humans that wasn't his personal friends. These are people who was in the bedroom with him, in the house with him. He knew these women. You know what I'm saying? So if they had a bad take or a bad feeling about him, it could only be their experience, because they was the ones around him. We saw the video, but what other stuff did we not see? So that was her opinion, her experience, and she didn't like the way he treated her. But now we see this lady saying that he should just sit in there because the judge believes so. Like, nah, $50 million is supposed to get anybody out of jail, because that's a lot of money, especially for something that you know that you've already been half acquitted, meaning that you didn't exactly go down for everything that they was wanting to put you in for. So hit the like button, share the message, hit the like button. We appreciate y'all stopping and rocking with us again over here at the HoodFilms channel. We got new clothing, new shirts. Yeah, I've been showing this shirt all day. I'm so grateful for it. It's out here now. You can go and cop this right now. It's a low price. The price is really reasonable. It's going to have to go up in a minute, obviously. But for the release, we put it down so that it's affordable, and we got different sizes for everybody. You know, I got the green screen on, so that's why you can't, it's sometimes glitching out, but you can see it is every size. It's really high quality, as you see if you look really up close to the actual print. These guys did a good job. Printful is the company that's actually handling the drop shipping part of it, that's going to send it to you and make sure it's in the right address and the right pricing and everything like that. So we just want you guys to continue to support, continue to be rocking with us, and don't leave us on the sideline. We need your support. We appreciate your support. Become a YouTube member, where we give you the content ahead of time, and we have special gifts for the content. We also have on bond while the case we also proceeds. Have Virginia adding in her. We also have Patreon available. So we got the Patreon, we got the shirts, we got the membership. We also got the super chats. We're asking you guys to continue to support us, continue to come back to the channel. We do these videos around every day, around 12ish in the PM hour, around 12 p.m. You know what I mean? So in order to continue to do that and keep everything going, we need your support. We appreciate your support, and we thank you for your support. So let me get back to the message. We'll see what this guy got to say about it. This is E-News. E-News. We've seen all these media outlets at some point. Trial revealed surprising. You know what? I'm not gonna play this. because it has music playing in the background, and YouTube is notoriously no games on that. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like it's going up a little bit more. It still got the poll going, but it's at 54%. So it looked like it's becoming a little bit more in that direction. It's leaning in that direction where people are looking at it like he should be in jail. He should not be out of jail. But most people would be sitting in jail, and they would not be able to have the courtroom go to 5 cases. Like, no way it would happen. You know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't be able to have 4, 5 times talking to the cops or the police, and they would be trying to tell you what would happen. You would just be in there. And it'd just be goodbye. And you would just call your family, tell them, you know I love y'all, I miss y'all, man. I'm gonna be out soon. But hey, you know, ain't nothing, they got me in here, man. So it's nothing you can do. My man, this nigga named Diddler. That's crazy. The fuck, Bumbleclot. He was like, hey, you probably the only motherfucker in the world who got that name. That's smart thinking, boy. Yo, hit that poll though. Make a vote for me over there, y'all. If you can't make a donation, if you can't do a super chat, make a vote. Hit the like button and show love. Let us know that we're doing a good job. We over here working. We do this every day. We continue to bring you the great content. We continue to bring you the great conversation about the things. I'm the only one in the world with enough guts to call it Black Outrage. I'm the only one in the world that's nuts enough, got the guts enough to call it HoodFilms. And this is my brand. So I appreciate you guys. That's my podcast, Black Outrage. I'm the only one in the world that's got enough guts and aptitude to bring you that. So support me, show love. Let's keep this going. Don't make me be out here having to go and leave and go work on some roofs or dig up some ditches or whatever the hell they do. Let me do this right here, bring you content. I'm gonna get right back to the content. So we won't be talking long. We'll get right back to it. Make a vote, hit the comment section, hit the like button. Let's go.
When Sean Diddy Combs was found guilty on just 2 of the lesser charges he faced, most people, including legal experts, assumed he'd be looking at a light sentence, if any jail time at all. But now, prosecutors say they expect a sentence substantially higher than the 4 to 5 years they originally anticipated. In early July, Combs was convicted on 2 prostitution-related charges, each carrying a maximum sentence of 10 years. He was found not guilty on the more serious racketeering charges.
Today's a great victory.
After the July verdict, prosecutors initially expected Combs would face a prison term of 4 to 5 years, according to CBS News. However, according to a written submission filed Thursday in a Manhattan federal court, as reported by the Associated Press, the expected sentence is now substantially higher. The submission also opposed Combs' request to be released on a $50 million bail ahead of his October 3rd sentencing. The filing also says Combs must remain in custody until sentencing unless he can prove exceptional circumstances, and according to prosecutors, he cannot. This comes after a previous bail request for $1 million was also denied following the verdict. A federal judge ruled there was no evidence to suggest Combs doesn't pose a danger to others or the community. With these latest developments, Combs will remain in jail until his sentencing on October 3rd. I'm Kennedy Felton with
And that's fucked up. You know, October 3rd is still a hefty time away. It's not like right around the corner. So let me get a quick break, and I'll hit y'all back up in 1 minute. Whew. All right, what's good? We are back. We are back. And I appreciate you guys coming over to the show. And I'm going to try to grab some more content real quick so we can check it out. and see what's going on. But hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this Diddy boy, man. He been working, trying to get free. He had a long run in the hip hop world as a mogul, as a leader in the industry, as a gatekeeper. A lot of people would say, you know what I'm saying? So you would think that that would mean something, but I guess it don't. You know, I guess that's the whole thing about it. It's like, damn, don't nothing you do really matter. I guess if you hurt people with your time and money too, you know what I'm saying? We always got to look at that element of it as well, because those people he was around, they basically are the people that took him down. The folks that he was around, the folks he was like having in his world, his friends, you know what I'm saying? It's close people who he know. And it just was a bad move for him. It didn't work out, you know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, he tried to, you know, did he try to do the right thing, or did he try to do good shit? I don't know, man. But them people ain't playing with Diddy. We know that. We all know that. So sitting in there all these decades, it's just
in the mix radio.
About to play my boy.
Salute Christian R.
We got to freeze. Trying to play my boy Willie D live, talk about it a little bit. If you don't know who Willie D is, he used to be a part of the Ghetto Boys, and he got 1 million something people up there now as followers on Facebook, on YouTube, and sometimes I watch to his show and see what he got to say. So we're gonna try to see if it'll play, because you know we've been having a little glitches today on the YouTube, and I'm sorry, just the internet period. Normally it's not. Well, technically just YouTube.
In a swingers lifestyle in which he and his girlfriends sometimes invited male sex workers to join them in a multi-day marathon sex performance. Multi-day marathon sex performances. Prosecutors said in their filings Thursday that Combs' conviction on the prostitution-related counts carried a mandatory requirement that he remain in jail prior to sentencing, unless he could prove exceptional circumstances, which they said he cannot. They said he should also remain in prison as a danger to the community, a claim that Agnifilo disputed in his papers. Well, there's a lot of people right now that are working in government that's a danger to society. If we want to keep it a buck, how about locking them up? Oh, my bad, that's too much like right. Anyway, Sean Combs will not be violent to anyone. As we said in court, this jury gave him his life back, and he will not squander his second chance at life, nor would he do anything to further jeopardize his 7 children not having a father and 4 of his children not having a parent at all. Agnifilo wrote earlier this week. Prosecutors also said conditions at the federal lockup had improved considerably before Combs was arrested. A federal judge in January 2024 had blasted conditions at the jail, including its extensive lockdowns and inadequate medical care. Prosecutors said,
I know them people probably happy a person like Diddy is at that prison, because everybody got to be on the up and up now, because everything at the prison is national news, international news. It's like, so anything go on, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, the food wasn't right, or they didn't do this right. So it's like, yo, we gonna complain because everybody watching, everybody paying attention to our jail. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. He said, I can't say your name, bro. You Wild Thousand. You say Willie D is a rat. I don't think Willie D no rat, bro. I've been rocking Willie D back in the 80s. I doubt that. But, you know, and then Whack 100, it's never, I don't think he could say if anybody is one of them. But you know what? I don't know. Because I don't know Willie D like that. Never hung out with him. Ain't been around him in personal life. So I don't know. I just was a fan of his music. So what he do in his personal life, I can't say. However, you can hit the like button. You can make a vote over there in the comment section, and also you can send a super chat. You can shut it down and show love, and you can get the shirt. I look like I'm up. Oh, here we go. No, I walked my shirt out the room. So I'm gonna let Willie D talk, and then I'm gonna bring my shirt back to the forefront. Let's go.
Cited by Agnifilo, in which other defendants received bail were not comparable to the crimes Combs was convicted of carrying out, particularly because of his propensity for violence. The defendant's extensive history of violence and his continued attempt to minimize his recent violent conduct demonstrates his dangerousness and that he is not amendable to supervision, they wrote. The defendant utterly fails to establish by clear and convincing evidence as required that he does not pose a danger to the community. And because the prosecution is so hell-bent on Diddy remaining in jail until his sentencing, the judge has agreed. The judge has agreed to deny Diddy bail once again. Denied $50 million. I wonder if somebody came to the judge.
You see this house in Florida? Well, let me show you how I invested in.
I had to stop that. I do not want to hear her ass talk. But let me let her finish this little stupid commercial. This was a quick one. And get right back to the message.
Had it in an envelope. Would he be cool? You know, throughout history, judges have been paid off. I'm not suggesting that he be paid off. I'm just saying, you know, I just be thinking stuff. I be thinking. Why do they want Diddy to be in jail so badly? I mean, like, there are other people who were convicted of the same thing, who were given bonds, much lower bonds too. They didn't have to put up the offer of $50 million. We're talking less than $1 million. I'm talking about these prostitution charges, because the prostitution charges are not as serious as the RICO charges. So why won't they give him a bail? You know, why won't they give him bail? Somebody, I think, passed along a mandate and said, yo, no matter what, don't let that N-word out of jail. He's going to go through the whole humiliation ritual. We're not letting him out. I don't care what nobody said. We're not letting him out. His money can't buy his freedom. I think that's what they did. Because holding him, it don't even make sense. It don't make sense. I think this is probably the prosecution's last attempt, last ditch effort to be relevant. Because this trial, once this case is over, it's over. And all parties have to go their separate ways. However, the prosecutors have made a name for themselves. This is pretty much the trial of the century.
Now that's funny. That's funny too, because the actual prosecutor, the lady who actually prosecuted him, she got fired. And that's real shit. I mean, I'm not even kidding about that. The actual woman who prosecuted Diddy, I forgot her name. I'm gonna look it up right now. She got fired by Trump, no less. So, and then got somebody else took her place, and I think they said something like she was a part of the investigation that Trump didn't like. She was a part of, or something like that, and then that got her popped. She don't work there no more. So you see how it can go. You know what I'm saying? Even if you is somebody prosecuting Diddy, her time was running low. So she actually don't even have a job there no more. She got to find a new job. And then I think they were then trying to front on her and talk about trying to put some kind of real crime on her or something like that. Let me just pull it up real quick, see if I can find where exactly that conversation is. They don't even have it up there like that. Because that would be big news if you ask me. But, you know, normally you put the shit in there and then it just pop up, and it didn't. I don't even see no more information about the bro. Here it is right here. So it was 2 weeks ago. So it's like they didn't put it out like 70 videos. Like when, you know, when Diddy got arrested, it's like 900 videos. They kept this like, it's only like a couple of videos.
New York City live picture there over New York.
Back fast. They tried to freeze me But you know, let's get to the conversation. Well, we got a low on a glitch with the computers today. You know what I'm saying?
See there.
Dynamite say
Liberty,
they care, right?
live picture. I want to put this up, a headline there from the New York Post. Take a look at this.
Could be.
Maureen Comey, the daughter of the ex-FBI director James Comey, has been fired. You see there, the Statue of Liberty live picture. I want to put this up, a headline there from the New York Post. Take a look at this. Maureen Comey, the daughter of the ex-FBI director James Comey, has been fired from the U.S. Attorney's Office there in the Southern District of New York. Remember, she just worked on the Diddy trial. She also has worked on the Epstein case. The Associated Press has it as follows, that the DOJ has fired Maureen Comey. Now, she is the daughter, like I said, of James Comey. She was a prosecutor in the federal cases against Sean Diddy Combs and Jeffrey Epstein. That's according to two people familiar with the matter telling the AP that today. There was no specific reason, though, given for her firing from the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York. Now, her termination comes shortly after she prosecuted Combs, who was acquitted of sex trafficking and racketeering charges. The rapper was convicted of those lesser prostitution-related offenses. Remember, he'll be sentenced in October. Now, the DOJ recently appeared to acknowledge the existence of an investigation into James Comey, though the basis for that inquiry is unclear. Remember, he was abruptly fired by President Trump in Trump's first term in 2017. So, this might be news to you. Maybe you don't even know. James Comey has a daughter who worked in the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York on very high-profile cases, like the Sean Diddy Combs case.
I mean, could you imagine
like
that? She actually was the lawyer in both of them cases. She was a prosecuting attorney. And her father was big time, whoever he is, and he'd made a big name for himself in the game. And now she, his daughter, he get her a job, right? The same world. Okay, you go to law school, you go be working for the U.S. Attorney Office, you good. And then she raised up in the game. She got them big cases, and then she get fired. And it's national news. And it's like, yeah, you used to work for the people, you don't do it no more. So it just show you that, you know, even at that level, you know what I'm saying, you know, there's no reason really why she got fired. Like you said, yep, no, there's no reason. But at the end of the day, she is a part of cases that people, you know, is high end, a lot of money, a lot of, you know, bad shit connected to those cases. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's ultimately it, because I'm sure if you're a U.S. attorney, you connected to all kind of cases that is outrageous or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that was, you know, I think Trump already just made a statement and was like, we don't work here no more. You know what I'm saying? There's no way of looking at it. You out. And she actually was the person who did Diddy and Epstein. That's crazy. She was in the gig that long. She had both cases under her. So well, maybe she knows something, or maybe she's just making a phone call. Like, maybe she the reason why Diddy ain't getting out. She like, wait, that was my last case? Could you imagine that Diddy was your last case and you get fired? Like, you probably thought that dude didn't even have that kind of gig, that kind of power. When Epstein was her case, she kept her job. But when Diddy was the case, she got fired. Like, you know, that's some inside scoop. Diddy got some power too, some kind of way, where she didn't get to keep her gig. I had to go on. That was her last case. So that means you go home and your last case was Diddy. You won, but you didn't, you know, get the ultimate move where he got convicted for all accounts. But she still won. Because he got 2 accounts at least. He got to do some kind of time. And his name is scarred. She was the prosecutor who had made sure everything went through. She orchestrated the whole case against him, and it found out that he was guilty. So now she's fired. So to me, if it was me, I'd be like, this got something to do with this case. This ain't got nothing to do with my old cases. This got something. I got fired up in here, man. What's going on? So hit the like button, hit the share message, hit the comment section. I appreciate you, y'all. And you know I got the shirt, and I left my shirt still. Let me go grab it. This is our shirt right here. Show some love. This is HoodFilms shirt right here. We're in the pinned comments right now. You can go grab this. Hit the shopping button, shopping tab, and you can grab our new shirt. It's available. The HoodFilms shirt is great quality. It's smooth, great stuff. You're going to love it. You'll be rocking this for weeks and months. And it's actually going to be great quality, so you can wash it hundreds of times, and there won't be no problem with it. It's actually great quality on the actual logo. I had to switch off my green screen so you can see it closer, but you can see it if I move in. I can't get no further. It's just great good. It's great quality. It's a great t-shirt. It's the back of it. We put nothing on the back, but I do have something with the logo on the back. And I'll be presenting a lot of my projects and products like this because I got a lot. I got a lot. Let me get back further. I have a lot, and this is our new shirt. We got all sizes. We got different colors, and I think you're gonna like it. Black was just what's coming up soon in our city. This is what we do, and most times we wear black. It's about to be the bear season, so we rocking the different colors. So, but I appreciate you guys showing up and supporting, and I want you guys to support more and get our shirt. Hit the super chat, show love, and even vote. You can make a vote about what you think right now about Diddy and everything about Diddy, and should he stay in jail? Should he get a bond? Let me know what you think. We tallying up the votes right now. We got 34 votes, and we got 27 people in the chat, so I should get about 10 to 15 more votes. So let's go back to the message.
So the prosecutors have made a name for themselves, and that means that everybody get to go write a book now and get some money. Everybody get to go get some. Everybody get to go get some money. Cassie get to write her book, put her book out. She want to put out another book. She get to write another book. Jane get to do a book. Jane Doe 1, 2, 3 get to do a book. The male escorts get to do a book.
Producers, this plugin helps you.
Ooh, that's true. Everybody get to do a book now. Everybody, you know, it's a money run. So he's like a big whale, and you always see those little small fish around the well as the well moving. Those little baby fish that be rolling with the well, they eat off of it. You know what I'm saying? Or the birds that's sitting back on the top of that hippopotamus back as he running through with a rhino, they eat off them. It's like you go get the food, and then I'm able to eat. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for going to get it, but that's crazy for me. I appreciate it. So, you know, that's what, you know what I'm saying, is going on. But everybody's saying, oh boy, Willie D is risen. I didn't know that, you know, because I don't know his personal business like that. But I'm just coming off his message, off of the conversation about Diddy. I don't know what street world he was in, because I knew him as a rapper. So I don't know what he did after the rap game. And people do all kind of shit after the rap game. But so he supposed to be in the feds? Damn. Oh, I think I heard something about that story, but I can't quote it because I don't remember. I can't. Damn. I have, man. My memory just don't have too much of the memory of hearing about it, but I did hear about it. I just can't remember what it was, specifics of it. But you know, it's his scenario, man. And then you know, is that what they said about him true? I don't know, but I don't even remember what the hell the conversation was at this point. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, old boy Whack 100, he always grabbing somebody and, you know, saying they did this, that, and the third. I don't know what it was. Oh, that right. Phones, right. Yup. Dynamite, you own it, boy. You own it. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, I do remember something. I do remember something about that, yeah. And then he ended up not getting popped for it or something like that, or he kind of lesser charges. Some shit that happened. Yeah, you be researching. I see. You be researching, bro. Yeah, but you got good memory, though. You feel me? Because that was a while ago. You see what I'm saying? That was so long ago. You know, even when it was revealed, it was probably damn near 2 years or a year and a half, and you still got, man, you sharp like that. That's the point, that you sharp like that, because I have no memory of it. I remember watching it and everything. Like, I watched all of it, but then out my brain that quick. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is like that, though. But hit the like button, share the message. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all coming rocking with us all this time. I'm not going to keep showing this Maureen chick because she's not the prettiest chick in the game. I ain't going to even lie. You know what I'm saying? So I see what she went through. I hope she get a new job or something like that, because maybe she can retire right now. Like, wouldn't it be like, yo, you just came off of them big crimes like that, big trials. It might be time to sit back and post up. You know what I'm saying? And be like, I ain't finna be doing this no more. I'm good. You know, get married or something like that if you ain't married, or go find and go on trips around the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be doing this forever. You know, you see sometimes when people be lawyers and they be like old people walking in the room with a little suitcase. You like, damn, this nigga still show up in this boy? He walk up there, know the judges and everything. He go first too, because they know him. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's like you see that, but it's like, you know, sometimes it might be time to take a chill and be like, hey, I'm done. Hey, all that is over with. Hey, don't contact me, nothing about none of that. I'm good. I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that look like that's the last one I got. Because old boy video won't play. We tried to play this shit like 2-3 times. It won't play. The Harvey shit crapped. And the rest of these people talking about nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive up off of here, and we're gonna just jump onto another message later on today. And I appreciate y'all rocking with us this far into the conversation. Y'all the dopest people in the world. This is our shirt. It's called HoodFilms. It's literally in the comments. You can go grab it right now. This look like a new one right here too, but they look too bougie to me. These people right here, I wouldn't normally look at them on my own. You know what I'm saying? If I was just chilling, I wouldn't listen to these people.
It's a great victory for Sean Combs.
But I'll let y'all listen to him if you want. Just court TV, matter of fact. That's what I'm looking at. But the way these people look on here, I don't think I would be watching them in my own
They got the
life,
situation.
you know what I'm saying? But I really can't play this because they got music playing on their thing, and that's a no-no. So, and I'm trying
Escorts and entertainers
who
engaged in consensual sexual.
They stopped the music. Well, we already didn't heard it. We heard what he been held for. I'm tired of hearing the same damn statement.
And so I think it's a very creative act.
See what
Will it win the day? I don't know. I think this judge, by denying bail after the first verdict, is probably not going to entertain something to his benefit necessarily. But we'll see. I mean, it's creative, and $50 million bond with lots of restrictions is also something that the court needs to consider whenever they have a hearing.
Yeah, well, that's the other motion, right? The motion for bond. Combs will sign a $50 million bond secured by his home in Miami. Wow, that's some home, right? The bond will be co-signed by 3 financially responsible people. He'll stay in Miami. He'll limit his travel to court in Florida or coming to New York to see his attorneys. What do you think here, David Schnipper? Is he being treated fairly by our system based upon what he's been convicted of, right? Because he was found not guilty of the other charges. We know the conduct is awful, but is he being treated fairly at this point?
I think he's being treated very fairly. Look, I've always said it's not about culture, race, religion, whatever. It's about money. Sean Combs can afford the most elite, experienced, competent, aggressive litigation team, which he has put in place. And look, at the end of the day, he's been incarcerated since September of 2024. He served about a year. My research says that he's going to get, if things stay the same, which I think that they will, Scott was right, it's a creative argument, but the jury has spoken. He's probably going to spend about 21 to 27 months total. And at the end of the day, after his sentencing, which I think is in October, he's probably only spent about 9 to 15 more months in jail. So, if his attorney's creative argument doesn't work, it's not like he's going to be in jail for that much longer. He's 55 years old. He's still a very wealthy individual. He has his whole life to live. But yeah, I think he's been treated very fairly, and he has the means to have the best representation. And the Mann Act is great. Who's
the victim? Who's the victim in that case? Who are the victims in his Mann Act case? Is it the male prostitutes who he flew in and had sex with his girlfriends? Are they the victims?
I think that everybody that they feel that he's that I think that he used his power to kind of force them there. The male prostitutes, the women involved. I think probably mostly it's probably the women involved is my guess. I mean, I'm not on the jury. But, I mean, the Mann Act, for any immoral purpose, is very, very kind of vague and ambiguous. We don't have to like all the laws. There's plenty of laws that I don't think that is fair. I particularly don't think the Mann Act is that fair. It was last amended in 1986. Probably needs to be looked at again, where they acted for any immoral purpose, and that's why he was convicted.
Eklund Mercy, who are the victims?
In this case...
Who's that?
Or with regards to the man?
Under the Mann Act. Who are the victims? What he was actually convicted of? Is it the male prostitutes who were paid and consensually got on the plane and flew to have sex with his girlfriends? Are they the victims in all of this?
No. Well, statutes like the Mann Act, it's those types of laws are the victims are society. So when they do something like immoral behavior, that like grand sweeping phrase like immoral behavior, it's things that society, like it really grows with society. Things that, may not have been immoral before are moral now. So I think that it's one of those catch-all type laws. And I don't know if an argument being that you're setting precedent is enough for an appeal, so I'm not sure about that. However, I do have an opinion with regards to the sentence.
Yes,
I
go
don't know.
ahead.
I mean, I could be. I think that I don't know. I think it's worse that he got out, because can you imagine somebody with his presence, somebody who's been up top, somebody who has been dapping up Oprah, and now suddenly, right? Everybody knows your business. Everybody.
I don't know what the hell they're doing, some kind of music, so we got to shut it down. And I agree with that lady right there halfway. She's talking kind of crazy, saying that she don't think that his appeal should be something that the judge should consider. But I think that she is on point, saying that his business is out there so bad that his information about him, even in the sexual world that he play in. But I looked at it like this. I said, if most people that's not celebrities, that's just people, and they say, okay, I'm like this, you know, in the bedroom, I kick it like this in the bedroom, they put them on the list. They be like LGBT, you find that spot, and every time somebody come up with something new or whatever, they say, okay, we add another letter, LGBTQ, it'll keep going. And that's what they do, right? But then when it comes to Diddy, his way he like to do it is criminal. It's like, okay, you're a deviant, you're criminalized, and you're going to jail. And I'm thinking like, well, why don't they just add a letter to the list? It's like, okay, LGBT Diddy, and keep going. Like this is what he likes. So why doesn't he get the same level of understanding in his bedroom like the next person or this guy or that girl? Like, why is it now all of a sudden what he like to do is criminalized? I understand what he got convicted of bringing the people across the country or the state lines and all the stuff they got, particularly for the Mann Act. But in specifics, he, from the testimony of the females that he was in the rooms with, specifically, even in guys, he didn't touch nobody. He just was there. So, but I guess, like she's saying, his finances orchestrated it, and this is supposed to be a message out to the people. This is not necessarily a message for Diddy. This is because she's saying it hurts the people when stuff like that happens. Now, this person can get away with it, so then I guess another person can get away with it, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, he still should be able to get some kind of bond, because from the testimonies, it didn't seem like he was doing nothing other than the stuff that they was playing out as far as the people claiming what he was doing in their personal experiences with him. Criminally, he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't beat their ass to make them do it. You know what I'm saying? He was just kind of like jumping them personally in their own relationships. But, you know, it's got the company you keep. You know, I remember Prince back in the day when I got older, because he was obviously big way before I was even big. But when I got older and started learning about him, he had the same birthday as me. So I started really getting into finding out about him June 7th. And to make a long story short, they said he used to make people pay or sign I forgot what they call it, non-disclosures, NDAs. At that time, I'm like, what the fuck is that? But now you know exactly what they are. NDA agreement, just to come in his crib. So if you want to just visit him, you know, forget if y'all kicking it, forget if y'all partying, forget if y'all drinking. If you want to come inside his house, you had to sign this letter saying that you're not going to go. It was no internet at that point, so you could probably get the tabloid people to stop you on the streets or something and say, I was in Prince's house, and I saw a Martian, and I saw a piglet getting eaten or whatever. And they like, what the hell? Just write that shit right up. Hey, we interviewed this guy. And at that time, you be like walking into a food store, and you see those magazines on the side, and you be like, Prince married a Martian, or whatever they used to say, and you be sitting back like, what the I mean, how do these magazines are here every single week? And you know that somebody got to be reading them. But that is what you set yourself up for when you become an actual celebrity. You know, you putting yourself into that game where people get to talk about you and say things about you. Hit the like button, share the message, hit the message too. You gotta hit me up with a super chat or something. Show some love. I'm gonna read these messages, but I ain't getting no love in the super chat. I've been showing y'all my shirt. Show some love on the sales. We got y'all. I appreciate this. You know, you see the shirt right here, the official HoodFilms shirt. And I'll turn my green screen off, because right now you can't see the shirt with the green screen on. So let me cut that off real quick so you can at least get a glimpse. Our new shirt that's released today is the official day for the HoodFilms shirt right here. We got all sizes, we got all colors. There's nothing on the back, but we do have products with the product on the back. I just want to give the exact one that we have in the pin comment, the pin and the tag products, and you can see our shirts right now. They're available. We got different colors. It's very good quality, extremely good quality when you actually get close up on it and see it. It's high end. We got the best in the game, and we're officially dropping it today for y'all. I appreciate you. Hit the like button, share the message, and this is what we're doing now. We got our own brand. I've always been creating products, you know what I'm saying? And I've always been designing things and putting it got design. I made the hat. I made this one, and just, you know, we always creating. So we want to make sure that we represent each other and show you guys what we got going on so that you can know that you can support us and everything like that and show love. And it's a great little thing, but I need y'all to show me some love because I want to read these messages. I know y'all can hit me up, show love to your boy. I mean, you get a little baby donation. It ain't got to be no big thing. You know what I'm saying? You can show a little bit of love. You know, I'm going to get back to the Diddy message in 1 second. I'm going to just check over here. So we got 61% is saying yes, Diddy should stay in jail, and 39% is saying no. So it's overlapping a little bit now. We starting to see that there is a reason for Diddy from the people. This is the people opinion. You know, it's not me. It's not me telling people what to decide. We all watching the content. We watching what's happening from people explaining it. The people that's kind of been a little closer to the situation than us because we live in our lives. But as we talk about it here on Black Outrage 35, we get a chance to see what specifically what Diddy was doing and how it's still affecting him to this day. You know, they say the people who you cross or cross paths with on the way up are the same people you're gonna cross paths with on the way down. And it's like that. You know, was there a pinnacle for a black person to reach? Then I would say Diddy, he got there. And even Russell Simmons as well, because at the time before Diddy, that was only Russell Simmons. He the one who invented the whole rap mogul ideology, and then also taken from rap and then transfer it into other areas, which is like clothing and whatever, media and everything like that. Russell Simmons was the first person who did that, especially in the black culture, where he introduced that. And then now it's a thing. It's normalized, not even just for a rapper, not even just for the producer or the mogul. It's for the rapper too, the 360 deals, whoever you put your merch, your music, your touring, your sponsor, and all that all in one package. It's not no more just the mogul guys doing it and the artists, you know, can fizzle out. It's like you can continue to have your brand have strength because now we got the internet. So even the fans who just would still want to rock with you, they can still rock with you. They don't have to just be separated from you and be like, I don't really kick it with dude no more. Make sure you hit the like button, share the message, guys. Let me know in the comment section what's going on. We need you guys to share the message. Hit the super chat too. Let's do another little challenge. I think that challenge must be over with real quick. So let's do one real quick. All right, hold on, let me get this right. And I appreciate y'all rocking with us. Yeah, we do talk this stuff about it. You know what I'm saying? All these things is stuff that's going on and we know about it. I'm gonna send the super chat goal up there. Let's see if we can get some people to support us over here and show that love. We see the comment section going crazy, and voting is going crazy. People saying keep Diddy in jail. He don't need to be out. And that's that mogul mode. That's that being a celebrity. Like, people don't have understanding. The people don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? And people look at it like, if it was me, I wouldn't have a way to get out of there like that. They wouldn't just let me jump out of there like that. They'd be telling me, you can't even get out this room. You know what I'm saying? Let alone you stuck in this room. Because, you know, another thing like that, when you're a celebrity and they always be like, oh, you got to be separated from everybody else. Do you really know what that means? That means sitting in your jail cell for 24 hours, 23 hours. That don't mean separated like you over here, you get to kick it over, we just over this way, and y'all over there. It's like, nah, you in a cell, that's how they protect you. So that means you can go crazy, sitting in a damn cell every day, waking up, going to bed. Wait, you don't even know what time of day it is. It's like, is it nighttime? Is it daytime? You know what I mean? You screaming like, hey! And then some new person walk up. It's like, oh, this is a different guy that was here early this morning. So you really don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what this is crazy. I'm sitting in this place. But it would be crazy like that for me and you. For you and me, it would be crazy like that. Now imagine having $1 billion and your mansion is bigger than, your bathroom is bigger than most people's houses. Your bathroom, when you walk in your bathroom, it take you another 2 minutes to get to the actual toilet. You already in the building. You just got to walk down over there and turn to the right, and that's exactly where the toilet is. You've been in here, and then you got to get up and still walk back over that way. It's crazy. You can just call somebody to clean the flood up if it flood in the bathroom. You ain't even been to some of your cribs. They said that his crib in Miami is the one he putting up for the bond. 50 million. Come on, man. The crib is worth 50 million. It's probably 37 bathrooms in that motherfucker. You just would not know. But imagine having that. This is what your life is like. It's made. You just throw some stuff on the floor and they come pick it up. You know what I'm saying? They cheap too. They don't even charge. They don't even ask you for no $2,000. They be wanting like $200. You like, yeah, $200 for everybody here. Two. They can't wait to work for you again tomorrow. You like, man, I know they would have been, man. That ain't cheap, man. I got a whole team of people clean up behind me, clean up outside. They get the food, the people, the chef dudes flying in town. You hear about a new chef, they texting you like, yeah, a new chef named blah, blah, blah is in town. You like, okay, cool, come over here, stay in town, feed me. You stay in the back of my cottage in the back. I'm talking about rich life. You flying around. You like, okay, we got to fly somewhere. Go get my girl, go get my 2 of my kids, and go get my chef, and we're going to need 2 security. You just making sure everybody, this is the life, the imagination of what the lifestyle switch is like. It's probably life and life. It's probably night and day. The imagination of what his life, the switch was like when you were having the private planes, when you got big mansions, when you got food and clothes. All this stuff is just at your fingertips, and it's never not been like that. It's always been like that since you was in your 20s. Since you was in your 20s, you had money, not little money, not no crazy money. I'm talking about dumb, outrageous, dumb, and man, you got people who retired that you knew from your youth, and you got 15 houses, and they just not going on their 4th vacation. You done been all over the world. You done ate every kind of food. You done got personal locations that you just love to be. And it's like, oh, I love to be outside looking at the mountains over here or looking at this river. But it's like you got to take a yacht to get there. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you could even get to that place. And the yacht probably costs like $20,000 a day to rent, but you do it because it's what you like to do. Imagine his friends being like, Diddy, we need you, come over here. And they fly him out there, and it's just all planes and all just everything rich around him. He's looking at them like, damn, what y'all got, man? Yeah, you know, we own Nabisco, and we own 3 pharmacies around America. You like, what the fuck? So I'm telling you, the opulence that he's used to compared to sitting in a jail cell, that'll run you crazy. That would run you crazy. The smell. See, that right there is the part that'll get me. The smell. All I be telling them is like, send me some shit in here. Send me some shit in here. They'll be to my smuggling drugs. I be in that motherfucker smuggling all kind of Febrezes in that bitch. They'll be like, man, you can't keep doing this, man. You can't keep doing this. And I'd be like, because imagine this is what you living like. Your perfumes or colognes that you get, they really from the actual manufacturers. They make it and then send you a special one. You at the crib like, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Bam, you step outside, everybody like, damn, that's you? You smell crazy, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's some special stuff they just made. It's not out yet, they only got it. Come on, man, come on. Could you imagine the switch? To me, that's not what nobody's talking about. They're talking about the crime, the situation, the scenario. I'm thinking about how hard is the flip. You know, most people go to jail, and if there's some crime that you have to deal with, you get to come home again and just be like, oh, go to court for this dumb shit. But under his particular situation, he's been sitting in there since the arrest last September. So he probably used to jail a little bit. Now he probably got his favorite flip-flops. He probably got his favorite time of day or something. Oh, he maybe, you know, he probably just sleep at this point in the day and be like, man, you know what? I really ain't had no rest in like 27 years. I ain't got this much sleep. I'm about to just go lay down again. They like, Diddy, what you up? Man, he's sleeping, man. You know, he was on tour like with Dre and them like 5 years ago. So because imagine that lifestyle, man. You can't imagine that people who you know, you're making them rich. You're making the people you know rich. But imagine how rich you are to make other people rich. And it's as many come up to you. However many that you choose, there's not no limit. It's not like, okay, that's it, y'all. They only gave me 25. I could do one more, but that's it. It's like, no, as many people come around you, it's as many people as you can make rich. Because if they sing or they got talent, then you can go take them to your connect. You'll connect through his whoop whoop, and then now y'all back in the game. That person get a check, you get a check, but your check come forever. See, because that person might not be famous forever. That person might fall off because of the time frame and, you know, whatever. But since the 90s to the 2000s, to the 2010s, to the 2020s, you have always found a way to not only just be on, but to be at the top. The top of the pole. Nobody can get to that level. Even Jay-Z. Jay-Z couldn't even get to the level and topple P. Diddy. He had to have his own lane. He had to have his own lane. He was like, okay, I can't knock this guy out. Just let me get on the road. Okay, they just built Jay-Z a road. Okay, cool. You go to. But he couldn't be like, all right, look out, P. Diddy. It's my turn now. Nope, because Diddy was so strength. He has so much of a legacy in the game. So they had to really do a crazy ritual on him to make him lose that kind of credibility, because he was already locked in stone. I remember being in my 20s, sitting at the crib in the back porch reading magazines about him. Like they had Vibe magazine, and it was Source magazine. These are rap magazines, and it was hard to get them. But then when you get one, you know, you like, oh shit, Diddy, he's on the front page of the motherfuckers. You know, we very young, very young, like 20, 22. And I'm reading about this nigga and all this shit. Like, imagining his life, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, reading about what he doing and all this shit. And you hear about him on TV and see him in the music videos. So it wasn't so much now where you could just cut a person on the internet and look right at their face. At that time, it was, you know, when they came on TV and how they had the way to get on TV, it was hard. They didn't let rap be on TV like it is now. It's like you had to go to specific places, specific cities. It was hard, but they made it through. And Diddy always been in the game. He never was not in it. No matter, even when rap left New York and it was in another town, he still was able to get over there, hook up with Young Jock, hook up with the people from that particular town, and still keep doing his runs. So he probably made about 200-300 people millionaires. At some point in their life, they got to that richness. Now, did they stay like that? Can they keep that, sustain that? Probably not. But in his time frame, he got some folks some money, because you're thinking about producers, chauffeur drivers, you talking about security guard people, food people, caterers, directors, producers. You know, you basically a mogul running some. I mean, that's just in the music and entertainment. Now you're talking about his clothing line. Then you're probably talking about his whatever else he got going on that we probably just don't know about. What about the liquor thing he got involved in? And he ran into that for years. So it was no real bad. No, we didn't see it being a fall. You know what I'm saying? Or demise. You know what I'm saying? So, but ultimately, I guess the future could tell you. So it almost imagine all the people or anybody who he treated bad or in a personal life. From not somebody like his girlfriend who could take him to court, but just somebody just in the world, maybe some ballet dude or some security guard or some rapper or some person. And they were sitting around and was just like, fuck that dude, man. I hate, man. And then all these years went by. Maybe that happened like the first weekend he started in the music game. And then that's all these future years go by. Now that person's sitting around and hear all this, and they probably thinking to themselves, man, I'm so glad that happened to them. Like 31 years they went past, but they remembered how, or even less, it could have been somebody else that he had done something to. Because you see Cassie, she went through the gamut being in a relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? It turned her into somebody who had to take it upside the head. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she did. You imagine that. They'll make a movie about Cassie. This is a filmmaking channel, so I'll always try to put a movie aspect on the storylines. And it's almost like you could see Cassie's movie being whereas she's with this mogul, young girl, trying to get into the industry. And then he is like this mogul that he was. And he can make her do anything. Plus, he got so many other girls that'll do it, even if she don't want to do it. So she got to put up with it. But however, he keep in contact with her specifically. He don't never let her get too far away. Then she do what she did with him, and then he jumped her inside the place. So she get out of there. So now the next day he go to work. Well, mogul life. I got to be over here. I'll see you in a few hours. And she go right back to that hotel. And she right back in there, and the people in there trying to play stupid, like, we don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, ma'am. They're not here. No manager. We don't even have cameras in here. And then she got to walk out of there like, damn, I can't believe this. I would have thought that they would have had and then somebody pull over to the side and be like, excuse me, hey, there's a camera in there. You need to come back and talk to Mr. Thompson. He the one who got the video. He gave them some money on the side. He paid both of them. They split the money. Like, what? Are you serious? Yeah, he did it that same night before the night was out. He had it came down, and they'd be like, whoa, whoa. This how that played out, and actually played out like that in real life when you hear about what they said in the case. I don't know how many days it was, but I think it was maybe like a few days before Diddy was right back at them and paid them for that tape. But they were slick enough to keep a copy, and that's really where he was doomed. You know, I mean, just even doing something in that place at that level and then being a mogul. Regular people seeing that is going to be shocked. Any regular human. And they could have busted Diddy out for years, but they got their little money that he hit them with. I think he said they split $100,000, the guy said, or no, 50,000 or something like that. And then he had 20,000 they split because Diddy gave him like 2 payments or something like that. You know, he paid for that. Like, yo, I booked he got money. 100K probably leaving like that probably was like, you know, I left it in the car. You know, I dropped my wallet. You know what I'm saying? But he just paid these people quick, and they kept a copy. And then they gave Cassie a copy, and now she's just waiting her time down. But then they broke up, and then you see it was a stretch before she even filed on him, because it was like 6 years went by after they broke up. And then I guess financially she couldn't really hold up, you know, because it's going to be rough when you leave somebody who living at that level, and then you got to go back. You stopping at Popeyes, you stopping at KFC. You was just eating caviars on the side of some mountain with a big old waterfall down there. You was eating fit. They was bringing you a plate, and you was walking away from it like, I don't want that plate. And he just randomly say like, I'm up here with a $500 plate. You looking back at that food like, what the that damn plate cost $500? What is this shit again? Like, but you're not expected to understand what he has to live like because you don't live like him. He the one doing all the movement. He the one doing all the stuff. She thought he was gonna give her a music career and make her successful in music, but none of that happened. None of that happened to her feeling, and that's why I think that his conviction came from, because that's kind of like a lot of times it's weird. It's weird in America, in the world. It's weird in the world because a lot of times people feel like you wasting a woman's time. They're not gonna fuck with you. So if you just and they can prove it or show you that or tell you that, people ain't gonna rock with you on that. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna be like, nah, man, you can't be wasting a girl time, bro. You can if you gonna rock with her, you ain't. But leave her alone. Let her go on and find somebody for herself. Don't just have her around. And it's kind of like this is what Diddy was doing all them years of being with them females, but not actually marrying them and making them his woman and doing something more serious with them. And he had a bad take on that whole situation. I'm gonna take a break for 1 minute and be right back. Hit the like button, share the message, and definitely hit that comment over there because we got the poll going right now. Be right back. Give me my money. Cute ladies. Goofy. 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 Woofly. Get your money up. And Oakley, Pokely, Smokely. Get your money up. And Moakley. All right, what's good? Welcome back. Black Outrage, number 35. We're talking about Diddy and the trial and why they won't use his money to let him out of jail. I appreciate y'all watching and staying with us this long. We actually got our new shirt. It was released this week. Today is one of our release days. This is the actual HoodFilms shirt. Oh, my logo, it won't show until I move this out the way. Let's move that out the way. Let's see if I can just put that up there. Will it show if I put that up there? Yeah, it looked like it'll show. So this is, no, I still won't. Damn. It still won't. So this is our shirt right here, man. HoodFilms, we are locked in. You can cop one of these. I appreciate y'all checking us out. We're going to always have new products in the thing. And you can get one of these if you feel like supporting us. It's the great items. We make a lot of hard work on these. They really look good. It's the process of making the best products and making sure that they last. And this is my brand right here. I created this. You see the actual trademark. Yep, it's actually a dope brand we created, and we need your support. We need you to keep supporting us so we can keep having dope products and dope content for you guys to check out. And I appreciate everybody who watched with our show today because I've been giving into it and talking what I've got to say. But I also want you guys to help us out over in the comment section and leave a super chat, leave some kind of support for us, help us out. You know, we're trying to build this brand over here. We got 14 minutes left on our goal. Support us, hit us up, do a little something, show that you loving what we're doing over here and that you supporting our brand because it ain't easy. You got the shirts again. We got all colors, not all colors, but we got about 4 colors. And it's not going to show when I lift it up under this particular green screen. I'm going to give it a little bit more time on Diddy. Let's see what these people got to say. All right, and action.
And has heard things.
Oh yeah, I am hearing some kind of audio back there, so I can't play that one. It looked like some music is playing, so we're gonna cut them. But I do like what the lady was saying before they started playing music, and she was just. But although there's nothing you can say about what Diddy going through right now, man. He has put himself in one hellified position. Is he gonna make it out? I don't know. But I do appreciate y'all. Right now we have 58%. And yes, that Diddy should stay in jail. So that's the answer right there. It don't look like that poll gonna swing in the other direction. It looked like it's official that Diddy should stay in jail. 43 votes, and it was up for an hour. That's a long time for people to decide should Diddy go into jail or stay in jail. Man, I'm out there to go ahead and print this out and send it to them and say, hey, the people spoke. That's a nice little poll right there. America has spoken. that bro needs to chill till October 3rd. Ain't no going home, ain't no chilling. So that's over with. And so we got our membership up there, YouTube membership. We are available. You can join the membership and you'll have a chance for us to actually get some of our content ahead of time before we put it out, and special videos behind the scenes, and as we work on the new movies and new projects and stuff like that, plus how we get monetized and everything that's going on behind the scenes of how we make these shows come together, because it's great technology, as you can see, when I'm utilizing to show you. You know, the most of the people are in green screen. It's real flavorful. Nobody else is doing this on their channel. Nobody else is making it like that, where you're getting the content from the other creators, but it's allowing them to still be seen and how their message get out there in a dope way. That's technology. Repurposing things, bringing it back to the people, and making it happen. So, yep, should Diddy stay in jail? Poll said yes, 43 votes. That's what we got. And we got the YouTube membership. It's available for you guys to join it. You can do it before the show or after the show. We also got the products out today, the t-shirts, the HoodFilms t-shirts. They really low price right now. I put the price down low. It's not like outrageous for you where you can't reach it. You know, it's pretty a low price. But it's going to go up. The price is going to go up, because in order for us to stay branded and rocking, we got to go up to the right prices. But right now, I got it on the low. And I just want you guys to be a part of the brand and take the journey with us. It took a long time to bring all this stuff to life and bring all this stuff together for you guys. And we doing it, and we appreciate you. So hit the like button, share the message. At the end of this video, you'll be able to see the whole playlist of Black Outrage. We 35 episodes deep. And we going crazy over here, and we appreciate y'all rocking this far. We're probably gonna do another show later on tonight, but if not, we'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock p.m. again. Black Outrage with a new show, a new subject matter. You'll be able to subscribe at the bottom too. I appreciate you guys. Let's run it up. Peace out.